Let's see. Welcome back to the pack, guys, and welcome to week 71, day 3 of Arena and the Arena Chronicles. We got nothing here. I'm pretty sure those are done. I haven't been paying attention, of course, but they probably are done now. The daily tickets and whatnot. We should get more with the update. Not sure when that's supposed to hit. We could check at actually. Let's see. Update contents, 29th. I mean, that's not it, but I just... Let's see. This is hitting 31st. We're on the 30th. So that's tomorrow. Tomorrow night, I'm assuming. It looks good. Magic Torrent. Weird way to refer to a breath ability. MP and grants 1.5 breath potency recovery for 1 turn. Where's the recovery? I literally don't see any recovery, unless there's going to be a teachable breath that, you know, heals. Kind of like what Rami has as a healing breath, but, or maybe a self-heal, like you hit them and then it like, I don't know, does life steal or something? Vampirism? I don't know what they're going to call it in this game. Alright, let's go to the week A and below. We do got stuff lined up. Heavy hitters. Hell's Ushers. Wow. Imagine that. It's so good. Wow. Alright. That aside, I could have probably put this guy in leader. I was not paying attention, was I? Dragon Physical Potency. Wow. That doesn't come up often, does it? But it sure beats healing effects 5%. That being said, I don't know if I want Celery as the leader constantly, but for this match, it does not matter, so that's a good thing. We'll head in, we'll smash, we'll go out, and then be on our way with this next few ones here. Just gotta pay attention. Let's see, so many DMs the past few days. Alright. Then we got that. DMs. Might not have started. Pretty much, comma, everyone's always been out to get him. Period. Everyone else is always culpable but him. Period. Can't feel guilt or grief that way over your mistakes, so you don't ever have to change. Hopefully that did it correctly. Alright. There we go. That was my side of a message, so you won't have context for that. Which is fine by me. You're better off not having the context for that one, guys. Believe me. Believe you me. Believe you me. Okay. It's good enough for me. I think we found a good solution here. Quite. Could probably just gone in with a rolling attack, to be honest, over this. Not that good of an attack plan. I'll ignore using Mom, because she's not going to kill anyone, really, that couldn't already be killed. Oh, jeez, wow. Sup, Dronic? Any news as far as the figuring out payment options? I know I tagged you in the server with Sharkai. Kage mentioned someone else that was also from Germany that was playing the game. I don't know if you saw those messages on the Kage's DQT chat on his server. Maybe that was a user we could have tagged and found out what his deal was. Or was it Duran Man? I think it might have been Duran Man. I've also adjusted my my username here for misrespect. We are always misrespectful on this channel. If you get the reference, it's a long story. You gave your account to a friend. Your friend was able to log in and do it and everything, but you're not? What? With VPN it works. Right. The game should work, but he wouldn't be able to buy gems, would he? But I guess he doesn't care. Maybe he doesn't want to spend gems on the game. I mean, if so, that's good. He figured it out. He's free to play. Okay. Well, there you go. Sounds like everything's good for him then. A lot of frizz resist. I hate those teams. Yeah, it's A and below week this week. A lot of frizz res. Zap bang. Kind of want to take on this team. It's interesting. I could outspeed Ragnar, actually. I can actually outspeed him. Really need to get Awakening Plus on this guy. Yeah, you didn't want to waste it. That makes sense. It's just confusing how other players manage to do it, but you know, you can't, I guess, for the payment options. No, I guess I put in all my points already. We could check the Discord. I mean, it isn't too big of a deal here. Let's see. Kage's, we'll search mentions Dronic. Pretty sure I tagged you. Oh, I guess you left the server. We'll write Germany then. Or it just wasn't working. I don't know. He's locked out of spending on his account. He might have region change. Okay, so we have a German player in a guild called Shaco. Not sure how they get around it. Jump to message. Is he free to play? Okay, well, let's head back to the game while maybe he responds. We'll give you... That's probably fast enough. He's a pretty slow unit, especially at S7. Level 100, he's pretty slow. That much I could guarantee. Everyone else looks pretty easy. Celery, heck, I could bring Vendor Ghost. He's already a lot better. He could stun, potentially, and, you know. It's still a very good team. I think that's good. Calaria's probably useless here. I don't see any specific need for her. Zapbird might be better. Zapbird or the Whoosh guy. The Whoosh guy's probably a bit better for this stage. I don't think I need the range particularly. Bait wouldn't be bad this week. People might have to weigh that option. Baiting might be pretty good to do. Let's give you some form of agility. Agility. We'll give you maybe a Whoosh Claw. I don't know. Should I give him a Whoosh Claw? No, that's good enough. Okay. I don't know why I'm bringing... Maybe he's just good for the rolling attack. I don't know what else I'd be using him for. His crack doesn't do a lot of damage. So, HP, and then he rushes the next turn? Maybe? Don't know. Let's see if Duran Man's responded. Nobody's typing. Maybe we could bring a different unit. Maybe I'll bring Thunderbird. Just straight up bring Thunderbird. That would be better. Potentially. 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 Pretty good unit. I mean, clearing this in 3 turns isn't hard. The HP is not boosted this week. So you could bait. They come in, you wipe the floor with them after hitting all your potency, all your stuff, your tensions, do what you need to do. It's actually pretty easy to win this week if you play it safe. And I'm just lazy. I'm still gonna blitz, but you know, that's just I haven't asked, but they might be. Shaco's around. Oh. CP. We'll check Shaco later. Shaco to be checked later. Okay, well, you could hit him, you could hit him. I think that's pretty good. Actually, you can't reach with the zap, can you? You're weak too. No, you're not. Neutral to that. Maybe I just hit you with the whoosh. You have barely any HP as it is, so maybe that's enough. We'll see. If anything, I could move around if I'm having issues here. Oh wow, that kills her. Oh, jeez. Okay. Nice. Guy in the back is also dead, which is helpful. Where's my agility at? 490. It's not bad. It's not good. That's for sure. Just like I calculated, Ragnar is still slower than my candy box. Yeah. By quite a lot. By quite a lot. So we're just going to do this. Make sure he doesn't get his action in, and we're going to sleep. Just for no crits, just for no nothing. You know, keep the weak safe here. Alright. Let's see. Let's read the, Let's see if we meant 750k. Oh. There you go. Still better than the frizz, so we'll do that. Wakes him up. That's fine. That even got the boost from Zapbird, so that's not bad. I'm so sorry. We have Joake in the silver. Sorry, not silver, in the 60-point category. I could have faced that, but I can't now. I'm so sorry, Joake. That's unfortunate. But you know what? my fortune makes its rounds in other ways here, so... Yeah, all of them are weak to sleep. That's so weird. Okay, let's hit skip. Seems Duran Man's gotten to asking... saying he would ask his guild mate here. Look at me with my... What do I give him here? I give him a... emoji. And then, what do I do? Obviously, we're gonna hit him with this guy here. Can go over there. Everyone else can, suck on my favorite sandwiches. Okay, where's the zap weakness? I thought they had more zap weakness. I guess not. I guess not. Okay. Yeah, Joake was there. That just kills him. That's funny. I'd rather split it because it's like that guy's... He's going to be dead anyway. Well, I could have pretty much done it anywhere else. Oh, well. And yeah, that kills them. Yeah, let's see the damages. These are pretty nuts. I wonder if you keep charging your ult, your coup, by not charging the coup, you're hitting tension up, and then you just hit your coup because everything can funnel through the middle, and they'd basically be in a straight line, and you just hit them with your coup, which is a straight line ability. 4 tiles, I think, something like that. So that could be good. No Joaques, no other people we know, unfortunately. Seal's there, but we don't really care about the seals. Sorry, seals. I know you're not watching, so maybe it's not a big deal. We could just cycle through for a few, because the matches today were kind of lame. Some of them felt like they weren't... Well, we could do tougher battles, but I'd rather do battles of people we know. That seems like much more fun. Yeah. They should give us an option to set our team for test matching. That would be fun. But yeah. Okay, well, there we go. Got a loss here. Total loss. Total loss. What are we going to do? This is the tale of Captain Jack Sparrow. Of Captain Pack Sparrow? I thought you were going to say this is the tale of a man who swam inside a whale. Or something like that. Lonely Island song? What's it a parody of? Or is it an original? No, I don't think we're gonna face Szechuan today. Oh! Ooh, wait. That's Starfall. That's a Starfall. That's another Starfall member. I don't know who's better, but original. Okay, so this is a Starfall team in the the 40-point category. I recognize those 2 first symbols. You're not perfect in arena this week, as per usual. So, usual. So, unusually, you will get a perfect in arena. How many perfects is that now? Let's see. Let's check out your story here, see if it checks out. Oh. As per usual. As per always. I think that's... But if you just meant it for the day and not the week. I love you, mate. I'm just taking the piss out of you, huh? Now, some times I'm still perfect on day 3. Okay, so you got bots on day 1. Maybe the first match of day 2 was also a bot. So realistically, you were perfect against five regular teams. Essentially, you were perfect against 5 regular teams, and that's what that is. Oh my goodness. Crazy people. Alright. Yeah. Alright, let's see where your guild's standing. You're at 29, so you guys are back up, finally. Game Visions. Look at Game Visions putting in work for you guys, huh? You miss Game Visions? Not claiming to be good at Arena. You guys do manage to pull the 30 every month. You know, the top 30, just barely sometimes. He left partway through, and then our stand went down. Yeah, I know. I'm well aware of the story. We got 31 a few times. Yeah. Hutch and Game Vision are perfect for that. So for Kage's guild, members like that are stam whales, right? Like they, you know, they have the contribution up, are pretty good because you guys are facing bots. Kage booted someone, went inactive, and we got 31 because of that. Ooh. He should have waited. He should have waited till the end of the month and not the beginning. That was the first month. Okay. Well, you guys have been good since, so... Not bad. Not bad, not bad. Oh. Gist of Delta. We got... Oh. Oh. Ghost. Ghost, you're hurting my soul here, mate. This isn't... This feel... We got told to turn that off for GVG. You're not... You're up against Smurfs. They're not looking at your thing. Who's checking? We did it first GVG. Oh, okay. Bots might... Exactly. Yeah, exactly. They're gonna figure out what ability scrolls you guys taught to your units. And they don't fight back. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so public now. Let's go check it. See how close we are to top 10. We're like 8,000 or so ahead now. Just barely. TWS wants that spot. We won't give it to him, though. Let's give everybody a like. You get a like. You get a like. You get a like. You get a like. Just give everybody likes. Hey, did you see my misrespect here? Did you see my misrespect? If you guys want to know what that is, you would have to read my DMs with Tukey. Misrespect. And just so we're all crystal clear, attacks in my DMs are not a matter of confidence. So don't attack me in my DMs if you don't expect it to not get leaked. I did very much, according to one man's testimony, I did very much misrespect. I did a lot of misrespecting. You did that to someone once? Oh. Well, you could be the cadet misrespect, and I'll be captain misrespect, because, yes, I am very misrespectful. I don't value people, and, I don't try to, you know, I don't try to keep them in my guild for, you know, by force and you know, and do misrespectful things like, keeping them there and telling them not to advertise their videos and only letting me advertise my videos. I'm very misrespectful that way. That's what I do all the time. And I put on a public appearance for YouTube, and in private I yell at people in their DMs. I hop in voice calls and I yell at people, and then later I blame people, everybody else but me, and play the victim. That's how misrespectful I am, Senor Duki. But yeah, I think everybody has the receipts now. Like, it's so obvious. Like, as cheery of a personality Tukey puts out there, he left a long trail of receipts, which it's like, okay, if you're gonna be like a sociopath narcissist or something, you know, you might not want to leave that much, context clues for people to follow. Like, explicit, very obvious, and then lie, later. So, look at all those gold trophies. I'm proud of you. You know what? 23 is my favorite number. It is actually my lucky number, so. Yeah. Nidhogg leaving says a lot. Yeah, that's a whole lot of people. That says everything, I think. You know what? It's gold in my heart. You matter to me, Ghost. If I could give you 23 gold participation trophies, I would. Just know that. But shows I was being honest with mini medals, and your blossoming door guides helped. Yes! They weren't they technically weren't guides. I don't make guides. I follow other guides, and then I adjust, and then I try to be entertaining and make a long stream. Tukey does a similar thing. He'll stream, and then he'll make guides out of other people's guides that he stole from JP. So, I don't make guides. I'll be honest. Max TF, very nice ghost. Where is he? TF? Where's the TF? DLTF. You could call Rapthorn True Form TF as well, because that's a. Oh, you call them Führer Frey? I'm probably not supposed to read that like it's German, but whatever. Rammstein reference. Führer Frey. It is German. Okay, I did get it right. Vanilla Ice. See, these are just all I should have expected, the subtle racism. It's confirmed. These receipts are as conclusive as the ones that Tukey DM'd me of himself. Major von Stroheim. Squid Dickick. Useless use. Oh my god. If you guys don't get the reference. Really? Muda was banned. Was it just the mud part of the Muda? Or, like, why is Muda banned? Ood? Mu? Da? Uda? I don't get it. Archdemon. Baza! Oh my god. General Palpatine. Puliante. It's like, you haven't even touched Withering Glint. My goodness, mate. That's sad. She's General Pool. Puliante. Yeah, General Puliante. Molly. Of course he's Molly. Metal Dragon. Blue Eyes White? Doesn't even turn into the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Oh my god, needs to be part of the podcast? If I bring it back. I mean, this would have been the perfect week to do it, because the bonus this week was so trippy. A ranks with no bonus HP. Blue Eyes, I mean, this might as well have been the Dark Magician Lord. This should be the Dark Magician Lord. I don't get it. How is this not the Dark Magician Lord? Screw you, Ghost. I'm gonna show you what I think of that by how do I have more rank 8s than you? I called him D-Lord, which is also a Yu-Gi-Oh reference. But they had a D-Lord in Yu-Gi-Oh. Ah, goodness. Do I want to change him to Dark Magician Lord? You don't know Yu-Gi-Oh that well? There was a unit card, D-Lord, in... Let me look it up. Oh, shoot. Okay, messed that up. Alright, D-Lord... Yu-Gi-Oh? God damn it. D-Lord... Yu-Gi-Oh. Lord D. Lord of D. Okay. Maybe I need to call him Lord of D. D's nuts. You know? Lord of D's. But we'll have him as Dark Magician for now. We could change him to Lord of D. I'm pretty sure a lot of people could have it as Dark Magician in Global. I wonder how many people did that. Vanilla is... But when New Metal was a thing and he tried his hand at that? He did? What is he doing in Metal? Dark Magician. So he called himself... I did? Ooh! I missed an I. Fat Thumbs. Magcian. He needs to be a magi to be a magician. It's like a physician, but you know, you're a magi. And get our gems. Thank you, come again. You need your gems? You need my gems? My name is Jeff. Please give me my gems. Alright, let's go back to shitting on Ghost's box, because it sucks. So... we gotta be quick, though. Ghost found a time of day where his wife wouldn't make fun of him for watching a guy online play a phone game while looking at his box, if you know what I'm talking about. She's at work, Raffle. I called it! I fucking called it! Alright. Look at all these! I mean, you got a few. Sorrow. Knock. You got like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 rank 8 S units. 16. 17, 18. Okay, you have a lot. You just don't level them or put awakenings into them. 18. Watch one be like at rank 8, but at the bottom for one, like, no obvious reason. I can't sort. That's the problem, right? Yeah, it would be easier, though. That's for sure. Yeah. See, for mine, it's a lot easier just looking at the box and going, okay, well, that's 16 right there, and that's 18 or something. Oh, so we're tied. Alright, let's tie break this one. Let's tie break this one. This can't stand. I could have 2 more. I'm at 18. I could be at 20. That's right, Ghost. I could be at 20. What do you have to say about that, huh? Come on, just... What do you have to say about that, Ghost? Speechless, aren't you? I thought so. I thought so. Alright. TW, Bab, Seal. No one's interesting here. YA, Danny, M4. Who's Danny M4? No words to convey how important this is to me. Well, I do it just for you. Do it just for you. Scroll back up to the top. Let's check out Starfall. Already forgot what the symbols look like, but let's look around here. Maybe we'll recognize something. Okay, I think this was one of them. And this was the other, XX. Alright, so let's check XX. He is, well, I mean, you can't really check anything, but let's see a CP. And let's look at the other guy's CP. So we're looking at 121,000. Sorry, 1.21 million. And then the other guy is 1.5. Oh my god. Mega whale. Mega whale. This guy. Wow. That's cute. You guys ready for the miracle lottery? Am I getting a lottery tomorrow? Am I gonna get all the gems? Sure, why not? Okay. Everyone else is gonna get nothing, but I'm gonna get like a shit ton of gems, so. I don't know which one's harder. How's this guy not have a max level? How are you at 1.5 million? You're at 1.5 million and your Red Robin Hood is not max level? How? Like, that makes no sense. It makes 0 sense. You know, but I have to block off him from hitting the rest of the team. So I'd need a Frizz Res or someone that was fast and Frizz Res and an A rank. Yeah, we're getting all that tomorrow night, it seems. And if you guys want to see, you know, Captain Misrespect do his misrespectfulness, I have stated many, many times before, if you attack me in my DMs, okay, anything said in confidence, I will hold in confidence. If you attack me, or if you're not a person, like you're just like, okay, you leave the server, and you say that was a different person, that's not who I really am, okay. If you pretend to be a character, your DMs are not held in confidence. If you attack me in my DMs, your DMs are not held in confidence. Even if you don't like me, if you don't like me and you don't attack me, and you're in my DMs, and you're just like, hey man, I really disagree with you, and we might be like the worst of enemies, I will hold everything said there in confidence. But if you're gonna attack me in my DMs, I won't. So if anyone wants to see the Tukey exchange, blow up comments and invite your friends. You're about to exist. I'm gonna put you on blast on my channel. You don't want to do that. I just put out the PSA, man. I just told you I'm a nice guy. I'm kidding. I like to think that I do away with niceties. I try to be good as much as I can. I have my own faults, I'll be honest. So I don't manage to do that every time. But niceties, anything that is a nicety, don't like those. Too misrespectful to be nice. Yeah. You already did? Okay, let's see. Let's see these mean DMs. We're gonna expose exist, and we're gonna expose oh no. Gonna expose it. So hateful, so harmful to the community. Well, I'm not gonna grow it back, so. You wish I was being exposed? We could do that. We'll just scroll up. You send me pictures of you puffing up your chest, big guy. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, if you guys really cared to see why I have the misrespect name, grab some popcorn, invite some friends, and we could explore that, shall we? We could explore exactly that, if you guys want. I got at least an hour to kill. So, if you guys want, feel free. I don't mind. It's like these past few days, and if you guys have not been paying attention to the Discords, but for the past few days, the whole DQT community that's been involved, at least, has pretty much ousted members of the community that have forms of antisocial personality disorder, let's say. And gone pretty hard about it, so yeah, is what it is. I mean, you treat people a certain way, you weasel around for too long, and eventually, like a virus in the body, those your antibodies catch up to it and try to kick it out of, get it out of the system. Once when it's finally identified for what it is, it's removed. I think that's how it goes. For personal reasons, not even political reasons, for personal reasons, as things should be. Cancellations should always be personal. I'm for personal cancellations. Political cancellations are for, like, war. You wage war on another nation and you cancel the crazy mad leader that is doing something, let's say. That's a political cancellation, in my opinion. Like Hitler or something. I think we're gonna do a few matches here. But if you guys want to see the misrespect, I'm gonna just throw it out there if anybody wants to see the misrespect. It's all there. Alright, so let's take on Starfall. I don't know if I should take on this team or if I should take on the other one. We'll try the other one. Even though this guy has less CP, he has more CP on his team. So we're going to take on this team. Okay. Frizz Resistance. Good. Very good. Very good. Very good. We're going to bring Claria for her stun. And we're going to CC the rest of these mofos. Okay. Good. Very good. I think Mom is fine because her follow-up makes her so useful. And we're going to be running bait, you guys. We're going to be running the bait. Claria. No. Stun is on the Vendor Ghost. What am I saying? Zap is here. The only thing we're missing is, like, bang damage or something. We do have Zap. Plenty of Zap. Mjol would die to anything, really, but, we would need to CC her. We got that with the... Actually, this is a fine team to use. This is okay. Fine by me. But let's see how fast our Vendor Ghost is. Not faster than their units, all of them anyway. We're gonna run a bait. We're gonna bait the team. We're gonna bait. Let's see, what are we gonna give this guy? He's too fast. He's too fast. Fast one, this one. He's too fast. In principle, I could say he's too fast. No Sizz weakness, that's good. What about crack and other things? He's resistant to that, that's for sure. Let's head in. We're taking on Starfall, and we're trying to get a perfect match here. But yeah, the main reason why I would show Tuki's DMs is because he lied about Nidhogg, which is the break-off. YA army no longer exists, and all we have is Nidhogg. So he was not very nice and painted them out to be all the bad guys. So I would definitely show all the DMs so we all know what really happened. Because, yeah. Okay, I think I could kill Husar without going in too hard. Probably. Zap leadership for him would be nice. Probably moving him there. He could move in wherever he feels like to. He could go right here and just hit Husar. Keep himself out of range, pretty much. Of everyone else. Stun could happen to just about anybody. I could have gave HP to my dude over here, so that was a mistake. Zap Bird is fine with his positioning. Zap Bird will hit Claria. Can stun the other guys. Are you resistant to Sizz or weak to it? You're probably weak to it. Yeah, you are. Yeah, we don't need suspecting numbers here, bub. Bub. Alright? Alright. Well, we're gonna stay out of his range. I'm gonna decline that call. Don't need none of that shit. Not today, sir. Not today. Alright, who is crack resistant? You are, sir. That. Now that is something I could get behind. Okay. Well. Quite. I like this. We're just gonna go with this, because, yeah. Seems good. Seems good. Now, do I want to hit just her? I don't believe she'll attack anybody, so we may as well. And I don't think I'll go for the stun this turn. $11.58, so it's pretty good. We'll just stay back. Again, it would be nice to stun, but I don't want to get in a range of her Sizz attack there, so we won't. Namely, I could probably step in roughly here without any issues. So we'll go there. Crack Force. He's really playing it safe there. She heals herself, which is completely fine. Sweet Breath on her. Also great. More heal. Wow! So amazing. Gosh. Okay, so Bird Blade, Zap, Crack. We're resistant to the crack. I should have moved this guy up because he was resistant to crack. I don't know why I didn't put him in range of the... So that's going to be a thing, is keep him in range of Leviathan for the future. Would be good to note. Good to note there. This still doesn't kill, obviously. We would want to be closer, I believe. That's probably better. I think we could finish her off with the Zam. I think I could finish her off with the Zam. And the Crack is Marshall at this point, so it doesn't matter. And he Crack Force on somebody else, so pretty good in my opinion. Alright. Zam, heavy res. Heavy res on the Zam. Shit. Right. Okay. Maybe just... That seems a bit better. Because I could finish those guys off anyway. So may as well do this. Don't let him get healed, that type of thing. While also hitting other people like this. We're fine with the crack damage. Again, I've mentioned that. Okay, pretty simple. I mean, if the guy has crackle, then my guy's dead, right? I didn't bother to check for that. He has Zam. I could die to Zam. No, I can't. And it's Zam. It's not Zamol even. So there's that. That's good. I mean, this really does nothing at this point, but it's fun, so we're gonna do it. Don't judge me. He went for it. He fucking did it. He fucking did it, mate. He fucking did. He did it. He fucking what? Alright, let's see. Looks like this guy's heavy res, but he probably would die anyway. Despite all that, so... I think I would rather hit her. She's not close to dying, so... Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do that. There we go. Yeah, run bait. If you don't know what to do this week, run bait. Because I've done my other strats, and they're a little bit less consistent. I know baiting is not fun. You're kind of a loser that baits by himself, you know? But bait. Just bait. See how it goes. We just took out a Starfall member like he was nothing. Think about that. Alright. Let's see. They made these guys out to be bad. Blah 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 blah. How is the server? Okay. But so sad praising an icon. He has been playing the victim and making you guys out to be the bad guys. Period. Anyone want me to show his DMs on my stream? Question mark. You're not bothered? Yeah, I was on the hold on, I'll send you the invite. I was on the new server here. You suck, whoops, too late. That was exist. He was a bit late with that. He's definitely right. I'm offended that he didn't do it sooner. So that's the only offensive part there. But the Nidhogg server, this is the YA Army. So if you are familiar with the YA Army, let me show you guys who YA Army is. Or was. They are now Nidhogg, or AW Legion, just to piss off Tuki. Let's see. Kage's Legion. This week they're Kage's Legion. See, I don't tell them to do this. They're just doing this on their own. Last week they were Kage's, AW Legion, TropicalVision. A lot of them renamed themselves to Pack Demon, stuff like that. 100, not Pack, stuff like that. Just to piss off Tuki. Because for the longest time, these guys were treated terribly. And they finally, when they realized that the invisible chains that Tuki tried shackling them in were not real, they were like, well, we're just going to leave. Because we're not going to take this verbal abuse from you. And there's no, at the end of the day, you've been leading us to believe that we're bad, that we did something wrong when we didn't. And you made us feel bad because humans are emotional creatures, and we kind of have we leverage out a little bit of our emotional faculties to other people and our ability for logic and reason. We trust other people's assessment and analysis on things. So when you're hearing another individual tell you you're a horrible person, you did this, you kind of like, maybe I am, right? Like something like that. There's a part of us where we leverage that out to other individuals, and all they did was not care. They started to realize it was, Tuki's wrong, and suddenly they were free. So it's just partly how people are wired. So that's their legion, and here's their server. You suck. There you go. All right, let's find them though. Here is their server, the Nidhogg Nest. So everyone, if you want to, where's this? Share invite. Invite to, we're going to set this to infinite. Even though I expect you, Delta, I expect you to accept today. But if you don't, it will last forever. Wait, does it say 7 days? I just edited it to say, oh, I hit cancel. Okay, can I send again? Delta. Hey, we got him. Let's move to my other phone and talk to the ghost. Hola, señor.
Directly into a voice channel.
Huh? Oh.
It took me directly into this voice channel.
Oh, good. That was my plan all along. You fell for it.
Voice, I see.
Yes, I intend no, but the invite link I guess is set by default to that, so I have to edit, yep. And then it's on okay, so yeah, the invite channel for whatever reason is the default invite channel is the voice channel.
I know.
That's hilarious. Maybe that's the one they made first. I don't know. But let's see what people do it. Hutch is like, do it. Oh, they're not even here. It's like 6 p.m. right now, so it must be like 3 a.m. in like Spain or something. That wouldn't be fun.
Spainland.
Spain time. Yeah, it's 3 a.m. Well, I'll scroll through it today, just so he can't just magically delete it. And if we have to scroll through it a second time, we'll scroll through me watching myself stream it. We're just going to scroll through, make sure we have it, and then we'll discuss it tomorrow. Okay, let's look through it so it doesn't disappear. Where is Dookie? Where is the Dookie? Oh, he's even live right now. Look at this. Well, we have all of the messages. Can't delete it now. It's already on air. Misrespect. You misrespect. So this is all the past stuff, man. That's all the past stuff here. He wanted me to speak Japanese for him to translate. Wasn't about to do that. Not that. All right, and all.
So you're good at a lot of things, but Japanese is not a skill I thought you were particularly adept with.
Not adept, no. I'm better at listening. Definitely not talking.
Okay.
Yeah. So, let's see. Well, we went through it, so even if he deletes stuff at this point, there's no point in him deleting. I mean, there's no point in him deleting. Here it is. Here's everything. Let's see. Let's expose the sociopath for who he is. Right. Okay. So, we have Aces from the guild, and he's like, he's leaving, blah, blah, blah. I didn't know about that. I literally woke up when to find out that we're going to have Aces. And he's like berating me with all these comments about Aces and stuff. That was back in the day. And I thought we were going to arrange, if he wanted, Hutch to be able to go to YA. Would have been terrible for Hutch, looking at how it's run, so.
Are we own Hutch now?
Huh?
Don't we own Hutch now?
Nobody owns Hutch. Nobody owns nobody.
I'm pretty sure I own Hutch. Part of the guild that owns Hutch. We have his soul.
Okay. But yeah, let's go back to Nidhogg and see. I don't mind. At least I have you. Alright, this guy never sleeps. He's just like me. Oh, that was the wrong one. I hate that it automatically does the heart for me. There we go. I like this. I like the old-fashioned ones more. And we also have Skill Sue.
Wow.
Yeah, 3 a.m. They're just not sleeping. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. Okay. Let's go to one of the jokes I did on Kage's server way back in the day. Hopefully I don't accidentally click on one of his other channels here. So many. Goodness. We'll hit Fight Club. We're gonna search Fight Club. We're gonna search mentions Tuki, and in is that in channel in Fight Club? Sup, Kage?
Hello.
Whoa.
A wild Kage appears.
A wild Kage
yeah.
has appeared. How you feeling, mate? How you doing? How you been? I normally say
good. Now we got rid of Nibs.
we it looks like
I love that you basically swap boyfriends for your podcasts. Like you got Nibs, and then you're like, nah, fuck Nibs. I'm gonna replace you with Chase. That's how much of an insult it is.
It was all planned.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought it was not actually a planned thing, and it just sort of happened to then.
No, that was the plan.
Okay, fair enough.
What me and the wife came up with.
Okay.
It's a good plan.
So after Tuki goes crazy, and I start ignoring him for a long time. I just ignore his DMs. He sends Sharkai a DM in his broken English, and
oh God.
Yeah, we're talking about this on stream, Kage. We're going the full 9 yards. Yeah, I don't care.
Oh, you mean about the guy who kicks people for having cancer?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. So we don't care what Tukey, has to say here. We've ousted. It looks like, what is this? A grand total of 2. Well, technically, Tukey hasn't been ousted everywhere, but he's, at least on the social level, has been ousted. So we've ousted 2 people in the community in the past, I don't know how many days, that have antisocial personality disorder, and were a terror in their own right, in their own ways, if you know what I mean. Could you
Well, I'm
agree
still
with
here,
that
so you're doing
statement?
something wrong.
Could you agree with that statement, Kage?
Yeah.
That we've ousted
Definitely.
two people that definitely have variants of antisocial personality disorder. 2 different
One
types.
was a narcissist, and the other one some sort of manipulator.
One's either narcissist or sociopath, and the other one's probably borderline. So that was interesting.
Something got rid of my ass.
Yep. So,
What an ass it is.
but yeah, so I posted Shark Eye DM and then a meme, and the meme I posted was this: AW YA. So Tukey in his broken English messaged Shark Eye saying, YA is sub-guild of AW. He meant to say, I'm guessing he meant to say, it's like YA is becoming like the sub-guild to AW or something like that, or AW is trying to make YA into a sub-guild. But with his broken English, it just sounded like YA is the sub-guild of AW, which was hilarious because here he is trying to attack us, right?
Kind of like when he says "boosie."
Right, and exactly. And because of his broken English, it ironically backfires in the situation. So, because of his broken English, I posted the DM. Shark Eye said, "Well, it was my DM, so delete it." And I was like, "Fine, that's okay." And he said to not slander Tukey his English. You know what? I don't care, because I'm not slandering Tukey's English. It's just ironic that his broken English made him say the opposite. So, especially when he was attacking us. So that's
Yeah,
my
it's
only
always
thing
fun
on
to
that.
take
Right,
shots at people with
right.
no education.
Like, I make fun of
Yeah.
my parents when they, for their broken English, when ironically in a situation it makes them say something that they meant
And I
otherwise.
make fun of your parents for you never ending up with a woman.
But yeah, so I don't think we're not allowed to make fun of people's broken English. I think that's bullshit.
You can do whatever you want. I don't care.
And it's not
Said
me
Shark
making
Eye's
fun of
broken
the.
English.
It's more making fun of the broken English and how it relates to the situation, like the ironic bit. Anyway, so I post that meme. I delete it because Shark Eye, but it had the DM there. And then Tukey, is always messaging me about those kind of stuff. So let's go back to Tukey. Oh, did he already? Where's Tukey? Oh, he's here. It's all here. It doesn't matter. Even if he deletes it, I could just go back at the stream and look at it all. So let's go.
You know, it's a rough day.
To me, it's like with the guy in the Gears forums that sent me a bunch of like stupid DMs,
And they
he
expect
lied
you to
about it,
keep.
And I'm like, I have a screenshot of it, and then he's basically like, "How dare you? That was private." And I'm like, I didn't invite you to privately start attacking me and start posting nonsense to me constantly. Like,
Exactly.
It's not.
Exactly.
It's not like, hey, we've agreed into an arrangement where neither of us is going to talk about this or sign an NDA or anything like that. Like, if you go into someone's DMs and attack them, absolutely fair they take a screenshot of it. And fair enough if you take a screenshot of it as well. Like, because I've seen Kage do that when he's like, go on someone's DMs, but he doesn't lie and hide about it. He's like, hey, here's what I've just done.
I don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I can tell you that Nibs is dead because he isn't at the top of PAC's DM list right now. He's like 8 down.
Oh yeah, that was a while ago. Huh.
He gave up.
That's funny. Even Adult Swim was higher than that. I saved that chat, Kage. We got all the receipts. I don't care.
Well, yeah, I just dipped out of there because, well, yeah.
Yeah, you dipped out of there. I could always send you an invite in case you want to delete any of your stuff or if you want to grab
Why would I
receipts.
want to delete any of my I don't fucking care.
Oh, right. Yeah. Anything you say, you're right.
This is
Anything you
me.
say in DMs, you're
I
probably cool with in public
I
anyway.
could say anything to anybody anywhere. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah. But anyway, since you know, referring to yourself in third person is third person, you know, at that point, I'm not spilling your DMs, am I? Right? Like if you're pretending to be a character and not who you really are.
Sure, if you want to look at it that way, I don't care.
I mean, that's how he referred to it, remember? Remember when he was like, I am noobs. You know?
Yeah, I am noobs. Okay.
It's okay, I could do it. It's like, are you sure you should be spending that much? Don't worry, I'm nibs. I could do it. It's like,
And
man,
then you find out that it's all the money from his game studio because his
well,
wife
you
doesn't
found
keep
that
track
out.
of
You
it.
found that out. I don't know. That's nuts.
I did some digging.
I don't know how you did all that. That was interesting. But enough about
It's what I
a
do.
fictional character that doesn't exist.
Yeah, let's talk about Phil and his spending and why his wife
That's
is
a real
still with him.
person. Phil is a real person. So I won't explain any personal details of Phil's
okay.
expenditures and whatnot, how much he's put into the game. Because
I don't see any of you
I have seen some of those, so I
There's
won't
toys to
ever
play with.
reveal Phil's private
Yeah,
stuff.
pretty much.
But yeah. Look. So let's see.
Let's see. Tuki's a homosexual character.
We get Tuki. Someone invite Ace's man, and they say it was me. Yeah, so I was shooken up because he was trying to shake me up. He was trying to be. I literally just woke up and it was like I berated.
He was trying to shake the pack tree.
I was berated by messages, man. Like a lot of messages. I'm like, hold on, what's going on? Because apparently the decision for Aces, I thought it was agreed upon. Like, okay, Hutch goes there, Aces comes to us, but Hutch, dipped. So, and that was more like an arrangement. There's nothing that's like forced. He didn't have to go there. But look, the first thing he says is, "Man, I'm angry. I will do a video, say a lot of bad things to AW." So the first thing he does is like make threats. Scam. What's scam? This is old stuff. Talk about when he kicked me from the server. Well, I got to give the backstory for people who don't know the backstory. I mean, all this exists. But no one actually saw the DMs.
Listen to the backstory?
Well, I'll go through it tomorrow. I won't go through it all today because everyone in Spain is sleeping right now. It's like 3 a.m. there. So I'm just going through the DM right now so it doesn't disappear just in case. So I could always just come back to my stream and look at it. But other than that, I just, he messages me, he complains, he calls me, he fucking, no, I was like, he says, yeah, call me, yeah, because he was talking about, talking. I call him, I talk to him, and the guy's talking about Aces, a grown-ass man, and he's fucking crying about Aces leaving. He's like, we've known each other for a month. We're good friends. Oh no, I wish I did. That would have been funny. He said we're good friends. Yeah. We and he's known this guy all but for a month, right, on his guild. And he's like, we're friends. Dranik says not everyone sleeps at 3 a.m. Yeah, Dranik is not even in Spain. He's over in Germany and he's still doing this shit. But yeah, so definitely he's crying. So I'm just like, this guy is trying to put on crocodile tears and manipulate me. So after that, I talk a little bit and then I stop talking. He says, no worries, man. At this point, I'm done. Right? Like, I'm done. Anything he's ever messaged, I stop responding. Okay, all this shit is being high level. He's losing a friend with Nocturne. It's very bad stuff, Pack. Blah, blah, blah. Wrong management.
Some of the
blah,
Pack
blah, blah.
question mark at the bit where it's like someone doesn't instantly respond and it is like, hello? Hello, am I crying into the void?
Very disappointed in you. Look at this manipulative behavior. Very, very disappointed in you. Look at these emojis. These weird-ass emojis. Bye-bye. And yet he's still here. And then I facing against YA, I didn't explain this, but I put on a I put on a different name. I put YA up, Tuki 0 when we face them. calcium carbonate. Not gonna lie, feel bad for all the Yggdrasil guild members. Same. But that's why I said YA up, as in good for YA. Tukey 0, because that was my thoughts, and I had to get that in 10 characters, and I did. And he said what this means. I was gonna respond for a change because I had been ignoring him, and I was gonna be like, hey man, you know, people usually start with a greeting first. You're not even gonna say hello or something, man. And he's just already asking me questions. What's the deal, man? People usually say hello. People usually say hi. You know, like play it off like nothing happened, just as just
guys
to
usually
fuck
suck
with
your
him,
dick in private
just
first
to
before they,
fuck with
ask
him, you know.
questions.
But this is when I hop in the voice call. So again, I'd been talking with, at the time, YA Army, and I don't know, I was trying to recruit some people, and we accidentally just became friends instead. That's literally what happened. And then we're just all hanging out, having a good time on Kage's server, on the main server, and they're talking about how they're up always late, and they're on the voice call in their server, and I was like, and they're like, you people could join if they want, and I hopped in for like a half second, I went boo, and then I left, and then I hopped into the text chat part of their voice call, and I read through, and I could see that they're typing, they're like, what the fuck just happened, like what the heck, you know. And I started messing with them there, just putting little blurbs there, because, you know, Tukey's not going to read the text chat of the voice call. He's not going to give a shit. RMG, we got prompted. Yeah. But I was in that text chat, and I was just chatting with people there because it was fun. And then they're just like, hey, you could join the voice call. I did, and we talked for a bit, and they're, you know, talking about how Tukey was like eventually, you know, and just chatting, and they're worried that maybe Tukey's going to show up and be angry. And then right on cue, the guy hops in the call, and he's like, what the fuck are you doing here, man? You're no welcome here. You're misrespect. You misrespect my community. You stole my players, and you're no welcome here, man. Get out. And then, as I was about to say, hey, I can't steal what isn't yours. People aren't property. He already kicks me. And then he shows up in my DMs with this shit. What the fuck you doing here, man? You no respect me. You laugh at my face tons of times. And this is where I did that bit that I wanted to do earlier. Quite the way to greet me. No hi or nothing. Just be a little cheeky. You keep ignoring for months after stole me and laughed from my face, and now this. Come on, man. But yeah, I'll go through this all tomorrow, and then this is their misrespect right here. Misrespect. So that's gonna be my my new
It's
name
just
here.
really doing it for you, isn't it? Like, you misrespect me.
I
You
just
know what?
like how he's still in your server after he kicked you out of his.
I don't kick
Parasite.
people. I
I know
don't.
you don't kick people, but it's like, if he's got such a big fucking axe to grind with you, why does he hang around your fucking hub?
He says he doesn't actually hang around. He doesn't chat. This is, well, let me show you the. Let me literally show you the DM where he says this shit. He doesn't chat. He doesn't hang out. He has 300 Discord servers he's in, and all he does is post videos. He doesn't chat. But apparently he knows everything people are thinking, and they all think I'm not welcome there. You know, even though they invited me on the voice call. So apparently, you know, having never bothering to talk with them and give a shit what they actually think, he's willing to put words in other people's mouths. So interesting, but let's find it. 300 servers. Where's the 300 servers? Let's search 300. That's a good keyword. Here it is. This is how you know Tukey does not give a shit about you. Yeah, I hope you will see the game as love and stop being disrespectful. Here he's spelling it correctly with people. Laughing from the back and manipulate and stoling from... He says manipulating and stoling in the same fucking sentence. You can't steal people. That is manipulative language. And he's saying I'm being manipulative and stealing in the same sentence. It's so ironic. But for the health of the community, blah, 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 speak to you with a human. Other servers, sorry. I never read or write. I'm no active because I have more than 300 Discord server. I speak on few ones because a lot of them are to share content. They're just to share content.
He's on 300 Discords and he doesn't have that many subscribers. He's doing something wrong.
He is, definitely. And people are going to find out who he is and oust him because they just will. I mean, he's on 300 Discord servers and he's having this much trouble drawing in some viewers. So, and it was really weird and creepy. His Discord server, if you go to his Discord server, I'm not even kicked from this other one, Tuki Mundo. That's his actual Discord server, right? I never talk there, so I'm not kicked from there. But I don't know about this server, but the other server, the Spanish Discord server, had a face reveal channel, which I thought was super cringe. Which I'm just like, what is Tuki doing with a face reveal?
Probably jerking off to it.
Exactly. Or trying to just like, are there any girl gamers here or something? Or I'm trying to think what sweaty
it's like
nerds
those
online.
old Facebook things where people like tag your hottest friend and blah blah, and then of course the person who started that is all like, well, this is a great way to perv on people. Whereas then, most people I know just put it as trolling things and just try to put their ugliest mates in.
See, I didn't even know about that. I had zero clue about that, so I didn't even know.
That's how Ghost met his wife.
Oh, we met at a ninjutsu club, believe it or not.
Yeah,
During like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cosplay.
Yeah, well, there were a few disadvantaged youth that would come there. The instructor was paid lots of good money by the government to, sort of had programs for them as sort of people. So you sort of had the few high achievers there who actually, were at uni getting degrees, and you had a few other people that were like 16, 17-year-old high school dropouts who would come there and literally wear Naruto gear.
How psychotic is this? He has a leaves the server channel. He reads through.
If you leave my server, I don't care for the most part, unless you like come and go.
No, but you could leave the server and like try to drop CP or something.
That's so good.
You could leave the server and try.
I don't understand why someone would keep like leaving and rejoining, but I guess people do that kind of shit.
Yeah, but
Yuva did that a bunch. That guy was like super conflicted.
They could have tried pulling a hex, Kage. So it depends how they leave. But still, it's like, why are you so obsessed with knowing who left your server? Why are you having a bot that keeps, track?
So he can reach out to those fucking people.
Or just, blacklist them or something. And when you read a Rivi Derchi, it kind of, implies that it's like goodbye forever. It doesn't mean just goodbye. That means like goodbye forever, right? Am I incorrect on that?
I don't know. I just wear Italian stuff. I don't speak Italian.
Yeah. Still, I'm glad he doesn't at least have the face reveal thing here. I mean, but maybe his 300 plus servers do. Who knows? That's who knows? But there's nothing good that a sociopath could do with a face reveal channel. So don't drop your face on a face reveal channel, especially if the guy's a psychopath or something. Don't do that. All right. Let's see. Look at this. Why does he use emojis of himself? Look at him making an ass of himself. Just like I'm literally talking about his god complex, and he's just being an ass. I mean, it'd be different if like someone labels you like misrespectful and you took on the name as a funny kind of thing, but here he's just being an ass. You could tell.
Dr. Misrespect.
Dr. Misrespect. Should I be Dr. Misrespect or should I be Mr. Misrespect? Let's see. Am I Doctor? What am I on?
Dr. Misrespect. Yeah.
Probably. Man, that won't
Captain.
get you sued.
I'm Captain Misrespect. Should I be Doctor? I don't know.
You're Captain Pack Sparrow.
Captain Pack Sparrow. Got it.
You can go through a bunch of nicknames and also make dress up as you're doing your play stuff, and then make memes of yourself, and then have it that everyone in your Discord just has to constantly use your stuff, otherwise they get kicked.
Hold on. Yeah, we should do that. First of all, let me My nickname on the server
As
is
long
this.
as I don't have to put any effort into this joke, awesome.
I'm gonna actually change my name to Captain Misrespect instead of just the nickname. That would be better. And then we're gonna post a picture of me being Captain Pack Sparrow. Misrespect. Here it is. Done.
Stay in school, kids. Don't do drugs, or you end up like Pack.
All right, there we go. What is my password? Did so many drugs apparently,
It's
Kage. I forgot my password.
GayFox25.
There you go, right on cue. It was a clever one. This is like in your top 3 of comebacks there, Kage. Let's
Really?
see.
I didn't think it was that good. I think it was just off the cuff.
Yeah, it was pretty off the cuff. That's what made it so great. Did it without thinking. All right, where's
Also, tell Trop his bot would be boring just like he is, so don't do it.
where's his bot? No, I opened his DM, didn't I? Heh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Speaking
I
of bots,
already DM'd him and told him it's a bad idea.
yeah, that's probably not a good idea. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Captain Misrespect. Let me drop something then. Photos? Where should I
But by
put
the
it?
way, Exist, are you black?
Don't
Just
think he
asking
is.
to know if Nibs committed a real hate crime.
I think nobody in the server, in my guild server, is black that I know. We have a Jewish guy. We have a Kage that is Jewish. So Vosh apparently is also from Jersey, and he sounds 100% like Kage, and he's Jewish though. That's the difference. I think Kage might have a little bit of Jewish in him, probably.
This
See,
bot's
Exist
never
says
done
it
an
too.
Ancestry test.
It's the deadpan delivery ghost. Yeah. And he sounds exactly like Kage. That is true. I feel like you and Vosh could eventually get along. Kage.
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Vosh?
Yeah, I have no idea who that is. It's like the first time I've ever heard their name.
I've seen them in the one of the discords.
This guy with
We
this
occasionally post on Reddit.
Vosh TS/Samus Levi. There it is.
Oh, Levi. Oh, yeah. So that'd be the same Levi that posts on Facebook with some of the feedback.
It's a
and
very
things as well.
Jewish name, Levi.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Levi Young, if I recall correctly.
Yep. He comes up in
Yep.
the yeah.
I've seen him around a couple of times.
I think he had
Yeah, like
what
that
was
guy.
it, the Power Rangers? Was it Levi Young? He always had that on the YouTube. Levi Young.
I don't know on that one.
His profile picture. That's okay.
Yeah, I don't pay that much attention to people. I barely watch you.
And yet here we are.
Yeah, here we are.
But we've done that before though. Where we're like chatting and doing things. We're all doing our own stuff, and you're like, "Yeah, you're in the thing when I was playing this match." And I'm like, "Dude, I don't even pay attention to the matches most of the time. I'm literally doing my own stuff and just chatting to you."
I'm gonna have to mute
I'm
the
sitting here doing my
Arena
Octo
Watch stuff.
dailies.
Yep. Exactly.
Got off work doing my Octo dailies.
I'm gonna mute the Arena Watch pack thing because that's like giving me notification. I hate that it pops up here now. It just pops up here. So now it's like I can't escape like a DM being sent to me midstream and it getting like on air.
Yeah, and I get to read them, and it's great.
It's okay. That channel's muted for now. But
I'm just
nothing.
waiting for you to get a DM from some guy, and that way we can prove you're homosexual.
I mean, you don't have to look far if there might be someone I'm already talking to that does that.
Oh, yeah, gotcha, Quinn.
I think he meant me, but
Oh,
close enough.
but
we'll
think
just
you're
say
only into
no.
women, Ghost.
Ghost,
That is
that's an
very true.
egocentric way of thinking, Ghost. Not everything's about you. So
Not everything, just most things.
in any case, the just most things. All right, Tuki. No, I'm kidding. But no, Kage, yeah, Kage knows what I'm talking about. So
yeah.
let's throw this on Pack on Air because Pack on Air, why not? See if I can't find a picture of me as Captain Pack Sparrow. Captain Pack Sparrow. We'll have two pictures of me as Captain Pack Sparrow, 2 different versions. And we'll have another. And another. And then we'll open it on air.
You really not know the song?
I feel like I
Another
do.
one.
I feel like I do, though.
Jack Sparrow featuring Malcolm Bolton by Lonely Island. It's
I've-
popular a long time ago.
Lonely Island was popular, yeah, a very long time ago. People forget how long ago that was. Yeah, and I don't
It
even...
released over 11 years. Yeah, yeah, that's what he should call his guild.
Lonely Island.
I think the Lost
Oh,
Boys... I think the Lost Boys would have fit a little better. Personally.
Yeah, you would have had to have been a lost boy to end up with him. That sounds pretty bad, actually.
We could start a guild for Hex. You never know.
I mean, yeah, we could find some underage children and let him get in there with some
God.
CP.
Ugh.
Okay. Let's see. Pack on air, and here's Captain Pack Sparrow. I'm not hearing anything from
Sorry,
Ghost.
I swapped back. I was on a different screen. Okay, no, that's pretty good. Like a nice thick beard. You look like you'd be playing a villain.
I was playing a villain, and my hair's in the back, but it's still
Because of
pretty long.
the bushy eyebrows.
I
much paint
I
did you
fill
have to
them in
put
to
for
make
that?
them even more bushy, because everyone had a spirit animal for their character, and mine's was supposed to be a badger, and they kind of have like these sharp kind of look to them. So I filled
can
in
see
my
you throwing
eyebrows.
black people into the ship's deck and having them, get chained up and row the boat.
Technically, here
Totally do
I'm
that with
more
that
supposed to be like a cutthroat kind of. Well, what's the word I'm looking for?
Dickhead.
No, not a pirate, but like a land, like someone who like tries to rob you on horseback. It's like,
Look who says no, not a pirate. That's not what I said at all. I said dickhead.
it says usually the
Gross.
stereotypical phrase is the catch line is stand and deliver. Brigand. No, that's not the word I'm looking for. Swashbuckler. Maybe
Why would a swashbuckler be on a horse? That doesn't make any sense.
no. Yeah. No. Something. A rogue, there's a few other words probably. Cowboy? No exists. But yeah. So that was my
And this
spirit
isn't
animal.
Brokeback Pack exist.
Brokeback Mountain.
We could probably play 6 seconds at a time without getting copyright struck.
Guys, Michael Bolton is here.
Why would you get
Why would we?
copyright strike? You can't monetize any of this.
I can't. It would get hit by the copyright, but it wouldn't get
Yeah,
the
you
money wouldn't
can't.
go to them anyway, so it'd be fine.
Great, send him in.
Hey guys.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm really sorry.
Too much backstory here. It's always how it happens. Isn't it? Yeah, definitely heard this one. Yeah, we're a reaction channel, but yeah, let's avoid the copyrights. But yeah, that's Tukey stuff there. And we went through the DMs. I put him in his place. And then when YA did, YA Army left and became and became AW Legion for the day or for the week, I sent him these 2 DMs right here: the hide your wife and hide your kids. And
He was always recruiting.
that was the same day that YA Army left him. And then he did
So,
this.
sorry for someone who's missing like a lot of bits of this, but did he have 2 guilds or a bunch of guilds or something?
He had a bunch of
Or
sub guilds.
was it-
He had YA.
Okay, yep.
He had Yggdrasil. He had Yggdrasil Army,
Yep.
Yggdrasil Puff Puff, and Yggdrasil something else.
And basically, when he needed people, he would just pull from the other guilds and fuck everybody else.
Okay,
Right.
Yep. So
Yeah.
it was sort of like, I've got these people in reserve, and I'll
Yeah.
end up sabotaging the other guilds or doing things just so that it helps my particular one. Okay.
Sure,
Yeah,
and some of
got it.
them, like, he wasn't taking into consideration, like, okay, some of these people are friends. Like, Teku is best friends and is the boyfriend of Joake. So, it's kind of like they kind of want to stick together, don't they? So, only makes sense. So stuff like that, basically, and people got along better with the people in the sub guild. Tuki was volatile, had social disorders and stuff like that. So was yelling at people every time that they were in the voice call. He'd hop in the voice call and he would yell at them. Like, have you ever heard like had an angry parent? They don't make you solve the issue, but every time they see it, like they yell at the thing. It doesn't matter how many times they'll walk across. Every time they see it, they'll instantly yell because they're reminded. So he sees them in the voice call and he yells at them for not sending their players over to him and stuff like that. And then he yells at them for talking too much in the chats. And then he yells at anyone that tries posting a video that's remotely has good views, and it's like the channel isn't a Tuki only video channel. It was just a video channel, but only he's allowed to upload.
Okay, so the main thing is, it sounds like he's got the sub guilds and got all these things just so for his convenience. But if the community's actually chatting to each other or doing things, it's like no, must not do.
Yeah, pretty much. And
Yeah.
and if anyone is like remotely growing, like Insane Evil and Nocturne, had good content on YouTube and had way better views than Tuki for guide videos. And their guide videos are tailored. Like they take like the Japanese videos, they do better. They
take
make
time.
No, but he improves on them. He puts zero weapons. He puts as many free-to-play units as he can stuff in there, and then he puts out the
They
video.
do a good job.
Right, and then Tuki just does whatever, streams it, cuts it down, and then puts it out there exactly the same way that JP did it, and then he calls it a guide video. I stream my clears too, but they're just clear videos. I'm for streaming. They're not guides, I adjust more than Tuki does, that's for sure, but I wouldn't call them guide videos.
I don't bother with guides or anything.
I've done one video that I would say was different than JP that I would call a guide from a stream. That was probably the Cave of Trials floor 10 for 7 through 10 for which one did you do? Was it Ghost? Which one was it that you did?
It was 10. I had to change a couple of things with it, so that guide really helped for 10 and 9. However, it doesn't help for 8 because he moves in a different way for me. It's so weird.
It worked for me. It worked for me for like 7 through 10, but it worked. I don't know. What stage was it though?
Trying
It
to
was
say is you're
Pruseless?
retarded and figure it out, you fucking defective bitch.
Was it Pruseless?
Yeah, it was the and I meant to write Prossy, but I just wrote,
Don't.
hey man, I cleared Pussy
God.
10 thanks to you. And then Pack's just like, what the fuck is this?
Pack's like, I didn't think my videos could get women. Holy shit.
Yeah, I just showed women that, and I got 10 women just threw themselves at me. I was like, hey ladies, guess what? I know this man.
But yeah, it's a good place, a little expensive. Okay. So look how many people are already on this server. 40 people. 40 people. Since Tuki pushed people away essentially by trying to pull them in. He just pushed them away. I don't think he cares. I think he's just trying to get more.
Why would he care?
No, he's a sociopath. Why would he care?
I mean, you could have cancer and he'll still kick you.
Who had the cancer though? For our
I think
viewers.
it was one of Mad's relatives, and he had to take some time away from the game, and he kicked Mad out of his guild, even though he knew that.
It was Matt. Oh, okay. Yeah, Matt's kid had leukemia. He mentioned that a couple of times.
Totally fucked.
Shit.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No, I thought Mad wanted to leave the guild and go to YA Army. I thought Tukey was giving him shit, and he decided to leave to YA Army.
No, he was forced down from what I was told.
I don't remember that.
Or I knew that any of you guys existed or stuff like that. Mad's event videos were how I sort of found what was upcoming and where best to spend a stam. Seemed like a decent guy, and he
He's a nice guy.
He
Yeah.
apologized for his videos being late or things, and going like, "Sorry guys, do this," and he eventually opened up that his son had leukemia, and obviously
I'm just
that made things
really
harder for him.
glad he's got more personality than Trop.
I don't know Trop at all, so
Just go look at one of your walls and just watch it for 12 minutes. That's Trop.
I do gotta say though, for Mad's intros, I do lower the volume for the wolf howl. It's just so jarring a little bit. But I mean his content.
comes out of nowhere too. He's like talking, and then it cuts
Woo!
partway through
I'm
his
just like, yeah,
sentence, and then just has the howl.
I'm just like, I gotta mute it every time because I could. He's like, stick around for the video, so I usually mute it.
Yeah. I usually have it a bit a bit down volume, and then turn it up later.
Yeah.
G'day, Hutch.
But sup, Hutch? How's it going?
Yep, nerds.
So how do you feel about Nibs being no longer part of the community?
It feels fucking great.
But is he actually not part of the community? What
Why
happened in
does
the
it
end? So obviously he
feel
wanted
great?
to make his own guild. Game Visions was going to leave us, did leave us, screwed us for stamina, came back, and a bunch of people who were either thinking or said to Nibs that they'd join his guild just didn't, and a bunch of people Nibs then filled in the blanks and assumed would join his guild, never did. So what did Nibs do after that?
Well, they said they would
Right.
join, and then it all fell apart.
So I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. I had a couple of people go to him and say yes.
That definitely we're never going to.
Yeah, we're never going.
Yeah. I figured there was
Okay.
probably something like that.
I love how Kage says a little secret, and I'm streaming, so it's like, okay, Kage, fine, sure.
Yeah,
It's a little secret.
yeah, it's a little secret.
Well, secret.
He's
Not
he's
anymore.
the
And once it
godfather.
gets back to him, what's gonna happen?
He's the godfather
He
of
fixes that.
DQT community. Kage is
He is.
the most Kage ever. Yeah. Maybe. I mean, Aces and Game Vision weren't one of those people, were they? Though. So.
No, you can't control
No,
that.
no. Yeah, you seem pretty genuinely pissed at Game Vision when he just... When you saw Nibs supposed to be like, so Game Vision, you're leaving to fill another guild, like I've been helping you with all of this shit, and you're not even going to say anything, you're not going to give me time to get a replacement, or...
I thought
Yeah,
Kage knew because Nib informed me that he didn't. Well, he informed me he would be leaving. He didn't inform me Aces would be leaving. Aces informed me Aces would be leaving.
Well, see,
Aces
here's the
informed.
thing about Nibs. He says a lot of shit, and you can't really take what he says for true. So, I mean, even though he said that, I didn't fucking believe him.
Aces said to Trop first that he was leaving with Nibs. Aces brought it up to me only after I was like messaging Aces about other things, and he was just like, "Yeah, I actually mentioned to Trop 5 minutes ago that I'm leaving," and I'm just like, "Oh, okay. Well, we can't keep you. We're not going to keep you here, But it was nice having you, and we always enjoy having you around. And you're like, you were swell the whole time you were here. Like we had zero issues with you, Aces, because we didn't have any issues with Aces. He was like pretty much the model recruit, and not even a recruit anymore. He was just like the model guildmate. So definitely enjoyed having him around, but we can't force a person to stay, and we wouldn't try, like other people.
I think Aces was the guy who laughed when I swapped roles with Zeus, where I pretended I didn't know anything, kept asking the same questions over and over that Zeus would normally ask me. I think it was Aces, and he was having a laugh at the end. He's like, "I see what you're doing there."
Yeah. But yeah, so Aces said that. The only thing Nibs had said prior to that, and I don't know when Aces was talking to him about joining, but at the time I was first talking to Nib, and Nib first told me that he was leaving, and he'd only told me so far, so morale doesn't drop for GVG and stuff like that, because we're up against ZTH, we still crushed them, but it was nice having that little boost. Was it I forgot what I wanted to say. It must have been something with Nib's timing. He said that he wasn't going to pull any AW members. So that was I guess that was before Aces told him he kind of wanted to join. But that's how that kind of ran down.
Yeah, I think it's fair to have a charitable.
Yeah,
sort
so
of
I knew about Game
like,
Vision.
Not assume that he's just automatically lying and doing all that.
Right.
And yeah, that later then someone's like, look, I'd actually be interested in doing this.
I knew about Game Vision, and I thought, Nib came to me about himself and said he's leaving and he's starting something with Game Vision. I don't know if he said Game Vision immediately. I'll have to check. But I thought, okay, well, if he's doing that for me, then obviously he's probably telling, Kage. He's probably
didn't tell me shit. So yeah.
Kage was pissed. He found out just through reading Nibs's Reddit post, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you're like, wait, what? One of my... And it's not even just person's going to be leaving. It's like, oh yeah, this person's helping me start the guild, do all this. So, alright, so this has obviously been in the works and everything. Cheers for not telling us, giving us time for replacement. And I think it was, half an hour to 45 minutes, Kage tried to spend helping him troubleshoot the day before just so he could, stream his match and everything.
Were in there for almost an hour.
Oh, Jesus.
And he still got a 135.
Yeah, he could have got like a 150 easily.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't matter. We still won, but it was just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, he's AW's problem now. Good luck fixing that. I told him if you can't get a shit fixed, you're going to kick him, so. That's what it is.
Well, he agreed to that.
Sorry, just to cut back to the whole what happened to Nibs thing. So obviously, his guild's not going to exist, or he's going to make one and pretty much no one's in it. But does that mean he's just quit the game, like rage quit for this, or is?
No, he hasn't yet.
His YouTube channel is done. His YouTube channel, he renamed it to Yup. He took down all the videos. He pulled the jacks, basically.
Okay, so he's just. Yeah. So he's literally destroyed his YouTube stuff as well. Like that's so weird to me. It's like it's one thing to go, all right, look, I'm going to take away from this game, or this didn't work, but like, what's the point of pulling down all of the videos?
Keep looking at that woman's tits. I'm going to think you're not gay, Pac.
I'll keep sending him pics of me topless, and I'll turn him gay again.
That won't
Just
be
happened.
hard.
Wait, was Hutch home?
Good times.
What?
Hutch, were you driving or are you home? Because I thought I heard another voice there.
I'm home.
I thought I
Way
heard
too
a
late for
second.
you to be driving.
I thought I heard a second voice there.
No.
Oh, okay.
Might have been Kage's wife in the background.
Oh yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. That's what I was thinking. Like it was a female voice I heard for like a fraction of a second. Oh shit! Why do I have that open? Oh fuck.
I enjoyed looking at this. This is pretty good.
Okay, my bad.
Nah, it doesn't matter.
I was trying to make sure I was on Tukey. That was absent-minded of me.
No, that's okay. They're both the same in my opinion.
What was he showing? Because I'm just in the Discord, Carl.
I was showing some of the Nibs DMs.
By accident, I was
see.
Some of the personal stuff that Nibs said to him.
I was trying to look at what Tukey had said to me, and I absent-mindedly clicked on the
I mean, it
Phil
could be
stuff.
worse. He could send you a racial tirade on Reddit after you give him a bad review for his game and score him poorly.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
You meet some interesting people online, hey.
Sounds like Sounds like that's what Kage's plan is.
Oh, to get a racial tirade against myself? Potentially, yeah.
It sounds like a Kage plan, doesn't it?
I'm surprised I didn't get the racial tirade first. I'm a little hurt.
Oh god, another person uses the limited orb swap. He wrote orb, but he means orb swap shot. Oh god, so he traded them off the Dragon Quest. They should put that in like a REM thing or something hidden away, because god, so many new players are like, oh, I'm just going to trade this for this other thing, this one-to-one thing, this sounds good.
I bet.
Oh god, another person got sucked in by it. Well, add a way to trade it back and forth, because Jesus, so I know, like, you know, obviously experienced people aren't going to do it, but so many new players have gone in and just thought, thought it was to rank up dragons.
People have been fucked by that, and they don't care.
Of course not. Then sometimes, you know, it's just designed like that.
Yeah.
I
think,
wonder.
you know, in people's defense, like, you know, if people don't know a lot about the game, they're newer or whatever, they go, oh, well, there's, you know, these iridescent crystals I'm getting every week, I can't use them for anything, there's stuff that's higher, so they probably think the dragon orbs are a higher one for dragons.
Yep.
And you think, why would this be, you know, in a prominent-ish spot in the game if it's not actually useful for anything?
I mean, it happens all the times in games, like, you know, you do something like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, but, you know, I just didn't know. I mean, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing the first couple months I played this game. It took me a bit to figure it out.
Same with my original account, you know, gave fucking Royal Reptile for his spell. So I was like, oh, he just needs something that's a bit range. You know, so I gave him something.
I gave Green Dragon my first mid-heal scroll because I thought Green Dragon was like the best unit in the game.
But you're also retarded, though. Nobody's gonna fault you for that.
Okay, Kage.
I mean, Green Dragon was pretty cool at the start.
Yeah, he was alright. So Kage, who's joining next month?
Oblivion.
Oh,
And then since I talked you down, I managed to give another recruit I had over to the sub-guild.
Cool.
Because I already had your replacement lined up.
Don't worry, you don't have to do that again.
I like how you say that, but every month we go through this anyway.
It's not happening.
There is no assurance.
I wonder
at all
if
with
Nib
you.
has deleted some of this stuff. He messaged me about creating his guild. Can't find stuff.
Hiding the evidence. So he went through and deleted all that, and he deleted the YouTube channel and everything. It's just so
Probably just
He blocked everyone from his developer Discord.
I saw that coming. I left before that happened, so joke's on you guys.
I mean, technically,
When
we
he
could
said
just
he
read.
was severing ties, I was like, okay, time for me to get out of here.
yeah, he's trying to get it all out of his life.
Well, where did he
What
say
it
that
seems
to
like.
you? In your DM? Because after you left the Adult Swim DM group, did he DM you? Or had he been DMing you
No,
about
he
that?
said that. He said that in the Adult Swim group.
Or that he
You know,
was
let me
severing
go back
ties?
and look. Yeah, he said he was severing. I thought he said it in there in our little private group. You didn't see that, or did he delete that too?
No, I don't.
Before he
Well,
left?
he didn't. He couldn't delete anything. He left before he deleted anything. He rashly.
Okay, it should be in there.
I mean, the DM group says everything. Like, there's nothing he could possibly delete that would be, you know.
But he said in that group he was getting, he was severing his ties. And I took that as, okay, he's going to start kicking people from his Discord. Let me get out of there quickly.
Well, I think he started doing that once when you left. Like, the second that you left the Adult Swim, you blocked him, you kicked him from his server, Did he leave your server or did you kick? Oh, right.
He
said-
left.
right,
He left.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is why then I left the Adult Swim. I was like, okay, well.
Well, you know,
He
he's
got
doing
the fuck out of
something
his
right.
server.
Is he's still in the guild and he's still spending stamina or logging in, it seems.
Oh yeah, he's not gonna stop playing the game. He thinks he's gonna become this RTA fucking hero, and he's gonna show everybody.
Probably.
Fucking loser.
He might. Who
I'm
knows?
gonna keep spending money on this game, and I'll show you all. Meanwhile, my family's gonna fucking be torn apart around me while I become the best online DQT arena player. Aha! Fucking loser.
It's weird because, you know, when people say things, and Nibs tries to always, the Nibs, right? The character of Nibs, but I guess that really is Phil, you know. He always tries to make sure that the right account of the story is reported. And even if it wasn't actually the true account, but it's the account that he wants out there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he walks things back so people know, oh, no, I wasn't... What was it? Oh, I didn't say he held malice, or I you know, something like that. You know the conversation, Kage. I didn't say he had malicious intent. Or he walks things back where he's like, you know, I know that was a joke, and it's like, no, you didn't know it was a joke. I thought the bot was funny. No, you didn't. Like, it bothered you. You know, you were honest in the moment. They got rid of the bot because you know, listened and you said something in return, or whatever the stipulation was for getting rid of the bot. Am I hearing more?
It's tough. It's coming from Hutch's thing, so there's someone in the background.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't even think you could hear that shit.
It's amazing how many mics will pick up stuff, like, because you got the headset on, you won't hear it, but the headset will pick up.
No,
So
I'm
you're
just-
gonna tell
I'm
that
playing
strange
Smite.
guy with your wife to get out of there?
No, I'm playing Smite.
Guys, I'm talking to my friends online.
I'm playing Smite, guys. Okay.
Nobody plays that anymore. That's not an excuse.
I was gonna say that.
That's like a poor man's League of Legends at this point.
I could literally stream it right now if you'd like.
I mean, if you want to have -5 viewers, you can go for it.
I just play it for fun. I don't play it for anything else.
I've never heard of anybody doing that.
Imagine playing a video game for fun. Don't you want to
Yeah,
be like
imagine
the
that.
Hey,
arena
you
player
play
in the
to
game,
win.
spend
Yeah.
thousands of dollars, so you can say, "Hey, look, I'm crushing all these people that don't spend all their wife's money on video games."
Yeah, I'm playing a game for fun right now.
Oh,
It's called
shit.
Octopath Traveler. That's Smite, though.
You really knew how to get him worked up, though, in like 5 seconds. It didn't take that long for you to get Nib worked up.
I'm very good at pushing people's buttons. It's just most of the time I
Like,
sort of exercise
you
a bit of
did-
restraint. I sort of differentiate myself from Kage with that, where
You did what Lady
he
You did.
gave me permission to do it because it was like, all right, well, if you want to make your case for being, I can't remember the exact words, but
Comedian, like, funny or something.
Control board, and then he was getting so annoyed. He was trying to argue that I was both just a poor man's Kage and I'd never be as good as Kage, but yet he scored me higher. So I don't know. I had a fucking good time. I felt a little bit bad afterwards.
I mean, you wound him up, like, you did what Kage did to him in, like, over the course of several months, like, years. You did it in, like, 5 minutes. You do what Lady Kage and Kage did.
The jokes I was making were, like, very poor quality, so I agree with him on that, but he hated puns, and, like, he had that whinge before about people telling him about Dragon Lord true form's not a dragon, and, you try to explain that, yes, most people would think he'd in fact fingered it. You'd think, look, people have just made the mistake. They see dragon in there, they put dragon gear on them. Like, it's not a big deal. To him, it was like, an affront to his, dignity or whatever to point that out. So I just keep telling him that random units weren't a dragon. So it's like, it'd just take that to a stupid, point where it was much further than anything. So I'm like, hey, Nibs, did you know that, Maryl's not a dragon? And he'd be like, yes, I don't, fuck off, blah, blah. He's like, it's not even funny. And people are laughing because he's getting worked up. And so it's just like one of those bits where it's like, the jokes themselves on their own wouldn't be funny, but because of that context of him getting annoyed by everything and like, you know, what would annoy everyone else to like, oh yeah, funny guys, yeah, I did this dumb mistake and own up to it. Or if it, you know, went on too long, people would be like, God, it's not funny anymore. But because he gets so annoyed with this stuff, it became just prime material to go, well, all I've got to do is reference this, or reference anything vaguely to this, and he'll get annoyed.
Yep.
And it made it very easy, and for that I felt a little bit bad, because by the end of it felt punching down, but like...
I can do that with...
Yeah.
I can do that with my brother.
Yeah.
I can just get on his nerves.
Yeah, because you know what buttons to push, you know the things that annoy them, and so you're like, alright, well, I'll do this, and then I'll go from, you know, thing A that annoys us to thing B, to thing back to A.
Annoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think with Nib it was it's almost not robotic, but it's pretty predictable. Like you could see it happening, and I guess in that kind of sense you think it's punching down, but yeah, I could see it that way.
I thought it was punching down because, you know, by the end of it I was like, look, I probably went a bit too far. I really don't know the guy very well, because one of the things he was doing is like, who even are you? I've never even heard of you before. I've never even blah blah. Because, you know, it sort of felt like almost like I was an outsider into this group, and, you know, people have got their own meta jokes and this stuff, and you just walk in for the first time and you just act like you're one of the group. I understand that that's a bit weird.
You broke the ice very well. You walked in like you were one of the group, and you pretty much were. I'd never, you know, talked to you up until then, had I?
I don't think so.
No, that was the first voice call I heard you in.
But yeah, you know,
I'd say you hit it
I
off pretty well.
genuinely don't want to upset people. Like, you know, to this point, obviously, Nibs, you know, has a few people that had bad blood with him or stuff like that. I don't think badly of the guy at all. I've enjoyed my conversations with him. Yeah, I've had fun. But I know there's points where it's like I could easily go, you know, a bit too far and genuinely upset people, because some people have a line, right, where it's all fun and games and everything like that, and then they get it just that little bit past, and then they're actually upset by it. With Nibs, it seems like that point is pretty much zero. Anything you do will upset him. But because I didn't know him very well, I thought a lot of that was just sort of like a character he was putting on, or just like, oh, this annoys me a bit, but I'm going to pretend this is like the worst thing in the world. I didn't realize that was actually what he was like. So that's why I felt a bit bad, because I didn't want to actually upset the guy.
I could see that.
And I just think it's funny that he hutched himself.
I mean, the official way.
That is kind of hilarious. The whole idea that it's like
there's two.
He gets to be the replacement, and then he's like, I'm gonna start my own gun, and just no one follows. Just crickets. You're like, well.
It's just fucking hilarious, and I'm relishing in this.
Because I mean, if he read the atmosphere in the room and in like what people in the community want and wanted, he would have known that they weren't going to join up. Or if they did join up, he should have known that they would have kind of felt it out and been like, okay, this is probably not what I wanted, and then leave. You know what I mean?
The whole idea of having to get 20, you know, sort of whales or great people together to have this sort of super guild, which it seems like the, you know,
ZTH has 20 whales. It didn't work out for them, did it?
Yeah.
They have 20 whales. Like, even their bottom member's like a dolphin. He's not. There's no free to play on ZTH. There might have been like one back in the day that was like really, like the way I am budget, right? Basically, where it's like you've only spent like 160 or so on the game. So I don't know.
The only way 20 whales are gonna work is if they don't let their egos get in the way.
And
if
the
they
problem
just
is
care about winning.
Exactly.
That's it. Like, if that's all that they care about, great, you can do that. You know, it's like the thing in sports. You know, you have to have that locker room to just care about winning, for people to ride the bench, you know, at certain points, and when to put this person in, and, you know, all of that.
Yeah, the problem is if everyone thinks it's a superstar.
Yeah, it usually never works out like that.
I mean, all it's got to take is two people in a guild with massive egos that don't want to back down, that end up causing problems with each other, to make the guild an incredibly like toxic place to be, and end up wanting to leave and start their own. And, you know, if you got 3 or 4 like that, it just becomes a giant train wreck.
So Kage, the question I have is, was Reinhardt one of those people that you sent his way? Or was he asking Reinhardt? Because Reinhardt mentioned that he asked him, so I don't know. Is Kage here? It's quiet.
Reinhardt was not somebody I worried about because he's a package deal with another player. So the other player told me about it, and I didn't have to worry about him. He actually said no. Both of them did.
Reinhardt has a friend in your guild, your sub guild,
Yes.
or whatever. IRL or just in the game or community?
I actually don't know if it's IRL or not. I don't know. They're friends. I mean, they could be friends offline. That's unlikely.
They're both part of what's his face's guild back in the day, Players Monumental. Then together, were they?
Yeah,
I
they
have
were.
no
They
idea.
were Kirby's guild.
Yeah. I couldn't remember Kirby's name, so I said Player Monumental. My brain blanked
When
on
I was
that.
first going trying to find a guild, I joined a couple of discords. One was, I think, Efrain, Don Kirby. Is that the same guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna be in his was the initial thing, but then I quickly realized, oh my god, this is like a kid that's in school, things like that. I'm like, oh god, this could not, this is possibly not gonna go well. And then Tukey was in his thing, and Tukey reached out because he liked my long hair and slid into my DMs, and we had a good chat about metal and JoJo's and other things.
Is that what they call it now?
Yeah, my experience with Tukey was really good. But then, nothing bad happened with anyone in there. I just looked at this one like, oh, I don't think this is going to be sort of most educated is probably not the way to say it, but people that are sort of my age, Kage's age, Pack's a little bit younger, but they've got a bit more life skills. You think they're probably going to be able to actually run a guild? Because I also didn't want this to take a ton of time.
No one was joining his guild at first, too.
Yeah.
So.
And then Kage had his thing, hey, first come in, first serve, and I'm like, well, I'm in the, you just got right now, so I'll happily join this one. I'm like, look, problem solved. I felt a little bit bad, but I never sort of made any real promise to, Don Kirby or whatever that I'd be in his guild or whatever. Was that one of Tukey's sub-guilds?
That was my sub-guild. So he was not getting anybody...
Is what you're saying.
Yeah, so... I noticed that too. Kirby wasn't getting anyone joining his guild. You remember that, Kage? He was asking for months, and he had
You helped him out.
3
This
people.
kid has moxie, and I'm like, this kid's a fuck up. He's not gonna go anywhere.
He did for a while. He was running things for a while. I was saying he was active, and he was. He was in the guild. He was running things for a while, and then I don't know what happened. Yu-Gi-Oh! Apparently he had a baby sister or something that came. So I don't know. What was it?
Oh, so that's why he's always quiet. His parents are constantly banging.
He just
What are you gonna say to the
he has his
women?
ear on the
That
door.
makes sense.
He has his ear on the door. No. I don't know. I saw he had that, like you said, the gumption or whatever, and he had, chutzpah, so to speak. So I just gave it to him. I was just like, hey, you want to be a sub-guild? And it was like, yeah. And then everyone's like, okay, Arena Watch sub-guild. And then people started joining. And then he got, members like Install and Reinhardt. And both of them are, pretty fairly strong, players. Certainly outclass, both of them outclass Kirby by a lot. So, I don't know. It was like a kid with a big play toy mansion, I guess. So wasn't the best thing, but he had his chance. So I don't feel bad giving that to him, giving him the opportunity to do that. It's kind of on him to make it work.
I've run a guild before. I've run a guild in a game called Castlot, and I did that for a while. I did it in Ebony, and I did it in Destiny, but I'm at the point where I just don't have the time for that anymore.
Yeah. It's something with
Plus, it is
games.
there is a lot of headache. My goodness, it is a lot of headache.
It was for DQT, but all the headache's gone now. Apparently, all
I
the
mean, in any sort of guild,
all the drama left.
especially once you
So
don't know the
we're
incident, if you're the guild leader and you got two people, having problems with each other, or people expect a certain standard of how much time they put in, or what they accomplish, or stuff like that. Like there can always be fights over stuff like that. Whereas I think Kage, has done an excellent job making sure, like when we're talking about, initially like minimum stamina usage or things like that, we did all calculations. Went, all right, well, what do people think? And I had a discussion. Kage didn't just score over a bunch of people or stuff like that. He offered people help for the GVG matches. It wasn't just you don't perform and we're just gonna kick you out of nothing. It's hey, please, if you don't know what you're doing, like have people help you. And I think it's been run incredibly well, and I'm very glad that I joined PvP.
I agree.
mm,
People in PvP definitely seem like, let's just all help each other. Like,
Yeah,
Like,
there's no hey, I'm a whale, so I'm not getting extra points on my report card, so I'm just gonna take the easiest one just to screw everyone over.
yeah, like I just kind of wait a little bit and be like, Kage, like, who do you want me to murk? I'll murk him, or at least try.
Yep. Plus, I really love the idea of going for the exploits for, like, hey, what happens if we, have one less player in, or let's restart our guild every couple of months and then we get easy matches and stuff like that's awesome. And then, doing the tying, like, I love that.
That's just free gems at that point.
Yeah.
I love it for two reasons. One, because, we got the maximum possible gems for the GVG stuff. That's, like, fucking
Which,
awesome.
Dranic,
that's always what you want, right?
Dranic, when did you set up your
Like,
guild?
the whole testing the systems and finding out how it works and how to break it, like, that to me gives me so much more satisfaction than pretty much anything else, like, inside a,
It feels like you're winning and you don't even have to, like, win.
Yeah.
It's yeah. So Dranic made his guild on day one. He got 20 people. It wasn't hard. His pretty successful guild. It did all right. It was in the top 100 usually. Sometimes even top 50. For CP, yeah. Dranic hasn't been able to buy paid gems on his account and stuff like that anymore. His payment options in Germany don't work. He's using a VPN just to play the game, so he just decided to give away. He gave away his account.
Ban that stuff.
Maybe they did, because
I know some European countries are starting to do that.
Yeah, quite a few
Yeah,
European
we're just
countries, like,
podcasting, Trop.
launched in 2019. Yeah, there were a few countries where they didn't even bother launching it because they figured it'd run afoul of some of those laws.
Trop, for background, I had heard from Nidhogg that a lot of the Spanish community didn't know about all the stuff that had happened, so I just wanted to put my stuff out there before, Tuki might delete messages or anything. It's all there, so I just streamed it all because I didn't, it's an attack on me, so I don't care, and an attack on them too because he's putting words in their mouth, so I just streamed it all. If his DMs get deleted,
Human's favorite pastime at this point is putting words in other people's mouths.
yeah,
I like to put other things in mouth.
sure you do. Where's Kage on
Wait,
that
did
one?
Pack say that or Ghost say that?
That was me.
Oh, that was Pack? Okay.
Yeah, that was Ghost.
Why would Ghost say that? He's got a wife. Pack doesn't have a wife.
Well, a wife counts as a person. He said it in people's mouths. So
Yeah, she could have a strap on.
that would be the other way for Ghost. There, you were
Yeah,
saying
the
he
other way
could.
around.
So yeah, that was the joke before, right? That Ghost gets pegged.
I don't think that was a joke.
That was the running joke we had. The gag.
Yeah, that was one of the ones. Exactly.
That actually happened to him.
Here's the thing, though, is like I could either go, no, that's not true, have a fucking tantrum, or I could just go, have a laugh or things like that, not take myself too seriously.
Yeah, we're not gonna kink shame Ghost. I apologize. It's 2022. I should be more, open-minded and.
I love those like memes where it's
Definitely.
like, oh, I'm not gonna kink shame people, stuff like that, and then it's like next minute fucking furries.
Oh shit. Yeah, it's hard not to make fun of furries. I guess that's That's true. Okay, here we go.
Autoliner is a beast.
Yeah, we couldn't get the issue for Dronic resolved. I don't know how he's gonna try to get gems on his account. He just gave it away to his friend, he said. And he's gonna play it free to play. So, because he didn't care about the gems, he's just gonna play it with a VPN. But he'd put a lot of money into the game, I think. He had better units than I did. It wasn't always the case, but, you know, he definitely...
When you say they had better units than you did, that doesn't really narrow it down, Pack.
But no, it just means he had better units than I did. So just pointing that out. So I mean to say he put some money into the game, so it's kind of unfortunate.
So what you would say is he's put more money into the game than TropicalVisions.
About the same, but probably later.
More money in the game than I have.
I don't know. Well,
Or maybe he
how
put
much
more.
money does your
Put
wife
more.
let you
He
put into the
probably
game,
put more.
Ghost?
I started doing passports since the start of this year, and I've done that one paid pool. Some of which was paid for with Google Play money. So, not much. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but your economy is pretty
Really
bad in
any dollars?
Australia.
We're not doing too bad. I mean, my personal situation isn't too bad. Like, energy is meant to be really expensive here. Our bill was 9% less for the last 3 months than it was.
Yeah, Trop is saying I
prior.
have worse units than most free-to-play do. So... I don't know. That's his evaluation. I didn't say it. So we'll take a look and see. You guys let me know because I don't know. I just have this one box.
What, 4 to 5k is that in US dollars or the equivalent?
4 to 5k. What?
That, like, I can't believe, like, the Diablo Immortal fucking thing where they had a bunch of streamers on, and one of them's like, yeah, I've only put, like, and they worked it out in, like, US dollars. One's like, oh, I've only,
No,
put
Trop,
15k into the game.
once
One's
when
like,
the
I've only
Zoma
put,
Bloom
like,
comes,
10k into the
you'll
game,
disagree
and it's
with
like,
that.
get one of the other ones on there. How much have you spent? And the guy's like, nothing. I like the game, and I think a lot of the gameplay is good. I can't support gambling mechanics. Like, the whole thing of,
But you do every day. You're on here in this stream for the gambling mechanics of this game.
but I don't, like, I support the gameplay. I don't support the, like, paying real money to go, here's like a less than 24% chance you get the S unit you want, or you get a, you know, fucking rando general S unit that you probably got maxed out already. Like, I don't understand that. I cannot understand how, even if it was $5, I still wouldn't understand how people would do that. Like, to me, it just doesn't make sense. There's no value proposition there for me.
Yeah, unless they could guarantee you something in the game, I don't think it's worth going for it, right?
Yep.
Like,
And
the
I do that
50S
with the
pull,
45k gems, you know,
you
make
could
sure I've
take
got
a
that
peek.
before going for the banner units.
You know, you took a peek at that 50 pull banner, so paid banner, so that makes a
Yeah,
lot of sense.
they show
You
us beforehand. That was great, and I'd worked out the math. The chance of me getting that many S units and things, and quite a few of them are ones that I either wanted or would make mine a bit stronger and not screw anything over by having anything, you know, too awakened. I was like, all right, well, this is pretty good. I'm willing to do this. Like, and I'd support more if the games were like, hey, we'll show you what the results will be beforehand. Would you like this? It's still got them the RNG, but then, you know, you get to see the results before deciding if it's worth that money.
Gambling habit things, though, don't give you that kind of value. And that's the
Hey,
reason
Nibs
why
logged
there's
on
not that
4
many
hours
of them.
ago.
Yeah, I
To
said
make
that
Gears change
earlier.
That Gears 4 had a
Guess you
gambling
didn't.
mechanic thing where you know, would get a loot box, get a chance of getting a skin you wanted, and then people hated it so much and eventually refused to spend on it, and the community sort of took a stand, and then for the next game they changed it. It was then a little bit more expensive than, say, things were, you know, several games before that, which is fine with inflation.
Which game is this?
No, it's Gears 4 and then Gears 5. Gears
Yeah, I know, like, the community outraged over
the loot boxes.
Star Wars, the Star Wars Battlefield.
Yeah, that one was huge. Yeah,
that
exactly.
one was huge.
So it's not even like, here's a skin you want for $10, which to me also seems like too much, especially if you've paid for the game. But like the whole idea of it, someone was, say for example, in the Gears 4 one, like they had one guy bragging that he got this great esports skin and he only spent like $40 to get it. I'm like, what? Like, you've got one character skin and you paid $40 for this. It gives you no in-game advantage or anything like that. So unless you're going to use this for the rest of the thing, like, what do you mean you only spent $40 on that? Like, you're a fucking idiot. Like, the guy was bragging, and I just thought the guy
Meanwhile,
was a moron.
Trop's like, that guy had $40 to spend? How do I get $40?
Marry a doctor, as long as they're, and I mean actual medical doctor, not anything else, and in either the US or Australia, do not do it in the UK, because they do not pay their doctors properly.
Well, that's because of the public health system, right?
Yeah, I don't... There must be a whole lot of social factors in it, but yeah, I think that's a fair enough way to say it.
It's the reason why doctors cost so much here. I mean, not to mention big pharma is a big part of it.
There's
Big Pharma's a huge
corruption.
part. They have so much protection for their like drugs and length of time they have them for before you can have generic versions, whereas Australia is a lot quicker to have generic ones. We pay a lot less. Yeah, the US has some very strange way of
Yeah, exactly. So that
negotiating prices for these things.
No, America likes to control everything.
right. So
it is.
it stretches past just the national healthcare system. There's some active corruption happening there, basically, and you could have corruption in a in a socialized system, or you could have corruption in a more market-based solution. You could have it both ways. So it's just weird. People think it's just all capitalism, communism, but they got us fighting over something that it doesn't even matter. Like, they don't even... because we're not actually talking about what the cause of it is in America, it will never get fixed.
The cause of
It's
it in
just
America
corruption.
is mostly the fact that the pharmaceutical companies or things are allowed to set these ridiculously high prices.
Yeah, it's corruption.
And stuff gets locked in, and then the country's like, yep, that's fair, we'll basically just cop that on the chin, so everything that people want costs ridiculous amounts of money. Whereas I think there was something here, I can't remember the comparison, but it was something that would cost a couple of dollars here was costing like $500 in the US. I think, Pac, you and I once went through a bit of this where we looked at the price of certain different medicines. And then, converted to US dollars, and it was just like, was it insulin or something like that?
I will tell you what happened one time with my medicine. I take Celery for my Crohn's disease, and we were transitioning to my wife's insurance off of my parents because she was a teacher, so she had health insurance, because process servers aren't considered government employees, which I'm happy about, actually. But, no benefits, so... we thought we had worked it out, but it didn't go through, and me trying to get my insurance, it came up this $33,000 for one little injection under the skin. And that's every month. It's nuts. And with insurance, it was like $120, which is still expensive. But
Cholera, in Australia at the moment, available to patients, it's priced at $38.80 Australian per script, or $6.30 for concession hard holders, and that's Aussie dollars. So sort of like 2/3 for yours.
That's insane.
So one 10 pull of Dragon Quest Hacked, one paid pull, is about the same as a script for this. That's the difference.
And 33,000 in DQT would be
That's it.
better than our
Look,
would be better than our TIA now. But that's just stupid. It's just corrupt.
So that's added to the PBS. That's got a pharmaceutical benefits scheme. If it wasn't on there, it would be 68,000 here. But that's still so much cheaper than it is in the US. It's bizarre, because the way medicines are priced here I don't know exactly why there's the difference. I know there's some problems in America with how they can price it at something ridiculously high and set it like that, and that'd be okay. Whereas here, I think there's certain caps that have to go on medicine, and then
I'll tell you why it's gotten okay in America. It's because the American people have, I would say, just kind of giving up and working to the system.
Yeah.
Dronik
I
says
it's
in
just
Germany
amazing,
medicine
like,
is free. I assume he means it's paid by the taxpayer or something. I don't know what he means by free.
I didn't say free.
No, not you. Dronik was talking about
Okay.
in Germany.
Yeah, so I mean, in here, a lot of stuff is paid by the taxpayer, and the government then subsidises it, and that's why people get it so cheap. But even it's saying like this Stellara, without any subsidisation whatsoever, would be 68 grand Aussie per year. And so the pharmaceutical companies still get their money, a lot less than they get for the same stuff in the US, but they're still making good money on it. And then the taxpayer subsidises the cost of all this. So like a concession hard colder is then $6.30 per script. So I think there's sort of two things that we're doing, better. One is just the price of medicine, full stop, and then the price that the end consumer pays.
Well, also, like, the taxes here, like, you remember that bullet train that was supposed to run from San Francisco down to LA?
Mm-hmm. Never
They
happened.
put $44 billion into that,
Mm-hmm.
and it got squashed.
Where did the money
Come
go?
on, like,
They didn't give it
Where did it
back
go?
in our taxpayer refund, did they? Did they give
No.
it in a rebate or some sort of tax rebates? No.
no, like the politicians.
It's just a scam. It's
The
just
government.
they just got away with
It's
it,
all
taking more
scam.
money.
It's all scam. Like,
I'd be okay with them taking money if it was going to build infrastructure, because it's hard to build infrastructure with market solutions sometimes. So that'd be okay. But I mean, since the dawn of time, civilizations like cities, the way that they were run were always through some sort of taxes. Like that's why they set up infrastructure, basically, that could be used for hundreds, if not thousands of years, right? Like a city and a temple or some other shit. They're building out of stone. It's gonna last.
Some of these cities are still,
Some of these.
standing.
Yeah, exactly. They're built in a certain way that even during an earthquake, they don't fall apart. Like, literally like that. Some of these things, you just set up infrastructure. Even though these people are never going to live to see the benefit of it, they build it. They built the, Great Wall of China over a long course of time. Even though they're never going to live to see the benefit of it, they still did it.
It took 300 years to build that?
I have no idea.
It took a long time. A very long time.
I don't have a clue. But, it's just interesting, people are scared of stuff like that. And it's like, infrastructure's good. It works. When something's, it's like having a calculator. Okay, now I don't have to write this out every time. I could just use the calculator, it's a system that you have in place now. It's easier. But, so I just find it surprising, that you could put so much money in and they could just take it all, though. So you gotta be careful. I mean, if there is that corruption and no infrastructure is being built, I mean, you're just getting screwed.
I
But
mean,
infrastructure's not bad.
listen,
I
like,
really think it.
America
benefits
also does
everybody.
this thing where, they try to be like the best country. They're the world's like, hey, can you help us out? And like, they sent Ukraine $42 billion, but look at some of the cities that we have, like Detroit, and Oakland, and even I'd say San Francisco now, like the homeless. And
Those cities
just
are
so many-
still in business, Hutch.
Oh yeah. No, I know. Nothing I can do about that. But it's more like they could be doing so much more with that money, and they just don't, because they want the poverty there. The government wants the poverty there.
So you're saying that the government wants to keep the black man like pickled down?
No, it's not what I said.
So I've just got up what a weird iteration of reading Chronicles. You're talking about everything, lol. Nah, this is pretty normal when we're all in the chat.
So what you're saying is it's not the government's fault, it's the people's fault.
Oh no, it's It's both.
Pickle, your people's fault.
No. Oh my god. No. No.
Doesn't sound like Nibs over here, Hutch.
No.
Them and their animal gyrations.
People have gotten lazy. People.
So you're saying
you know,
Pickle's people are lazy?
No, it's not what I said.
That was
said
the closest one, though.
It's not your people, Pickle. They haven't gotten lazy at all. It's everybody else. Right, Hutch? Fuck those whites.
I think Hutch is quite right that there's a lot of people that just don't really pay attention to democracy, don't really care or do anything, so they're not putting any kind of pressure on the political system, and so nothing changes.
Like Trump.
That's exactly it. That's exactly
Yep.
it.
That's what he was very clearly saying, if you're not putting the Kage spin on things.
Thank you.
So
guys
what
for
you're
bringing
saying
that
is the
It's alright.
Kage spin. It's a Kathy Newman as the meme.
back. Kage just likes to mess with
If you
me.
guys are familiar with the meme, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the meme.
I have no idea what you're talking about, sorry, Pack.
Yeah, it's one of those memes. It was some lady was talking with a psychologist in an interview,
So what you're saying is you have sex with lobsters.
and she basically did that the whole interview. Is so what you're saying is this, and it wasn't what he was saying. Regardless if you
Oh,
like,
the organising with the lobster. Yeah, sorry, it was the Jordan Peterson one.
it was
yeah,
a Jordan Peterson interview, and whether you agree or disagree with the guy, that somehow became a meme because everyone watching was like, okay, that obviously is her putting words in his mouth that he never said, and so it just became a meme, kind of like the change my mind did. I've seen a lot of people, left wing and right wing, use like change my mind table as a meme because it works. It's a good format. So
It is a fantastic meme.
yeah. It's a little cringe, as a confrontational kind of thing, because I don't think has his mind ever been changed once during one of those things. So
The
it's kind of
problem is that
it's a bait.
what Crowder does is he tries to pretend. I find his stuff very entertaining, by the way. So I
Who are we
love it for
talking about?
entertainment value. Stephen Crowder, the change of mind guy. So he'll give people a bit of advance notice that he's going to their campus. He'll set up the sign and everything. So he lets people know that what the topic is. So that's still fair play. There's no problem there because he's had a few things where people have turned up, made protest signs from it and everything, and then basically called him out going, "Well, you're saying to debate this and you haven't blah blah. You didn't give us notice and all this sort of stuff." And he's like, "Well, you had enough notice to make all these bloody signs and have this protest, but you couldn't have enough to come up with an argument. Like, get out of here."
Yeah.
Mikey says
But
in
he's also
Spain it's
had
also
stuff where,
free.
he talked about, for example, a healthcare report, and he's like, the only factor it looked at is whether people were happy with the healthcare providers. And there was an Australian YouTuber who went through and goes, okay, here's a copy of the report. I've got this up here. Here's all the different sections it goes through. Here's all the different weighting. Here's all this stuff. He's basically saying that it only cares about this one factor, which is just, it's a blatant fucking lie. It's not even close. So it's like, I think the guy is good for entertainment value and good for arguing, but he is also incredibly dishonest when it comes to some of the claims that he makes.
I don't know. There's some positions that he's had that I've been okay with the position, but I just don't like the, I don't mind confrontation. Like if someone fucks with you, you confront them. But he's not. No one's. He set up his thing there and said change my mind. People are coming to him and to try and to change his mind, and his mind hasn't ever been changed once. So it's kind of a bait and switch kind of thing. He's like it's just a bait. Like you can't change his mind. So
It's fun if you look at it for an entertainment thing. If you look at it from, hey, here's someone actually wanting to learn and grow on a topic, it's not there for that at all. Because you're not going to have random experts.
I don't even go that far
come up
into it.
and
I
go,
just
okay,
I
I'm
just
gonna
think it's
travel here and-
cringe. I just think it's a little cringe when you try to confront people in public on things a little bit.
He's a masturbator. He is definitely a masturbator.
He
100%.
did this
He
one
does a
other thing
very good
called
job with it.
Crowder Confronts, where he found people that said something to him online, and he finds them in real life, and he walks up to their face with a camera, and I was like, okay, that's very cringe. I mean, the change my mind is at least he's at a table and people could approach him, but it's on that same axiom, just nowhere near as bad. The other Crowder Confronts was really, really cringe. Really cringe. I don't know. He confronted who was it? Cenk Uygur. I don't like Cenk Uygur because whatever.
I don't know who that is. Sorry.
A young Turks guy.
Okay.
Whatever. But he confronted him during a panel, which I thought was just a little obnoxious, and he was imitating him. I don't know. I didn't like that. And he confronted another guy like in a restaurant. I thought it was really cringe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. And I mean, you're the type of person that you like to look
see
up.
on TV, you mean?
What's
Huh?
that?
Like shit you would see on TV. It's just like,
I don't know. I just found it a little cringe. But it was just me.
Pack, I think
I
you're the
feel
person who
like a
likes
lot of
action
TV nowadays
figures.
is cringe.
But they're
Yeah.
trying to push content. They're trying to push content. And they're kind of pigeonholed. They're pigeonholed into whatever political, because it is a political channel. So it's like they're pigeonholed into that position. And if they don't push out more content like that and try to one-up themselves. So left wing, right wing, it's just going to turn retarded by, the end of it, like those kind of channels typically do. Most political commentary channels.
Because, they never want to have a sort of fair argument or debate. They just want to go, here's a bunch of stuff about other side that's done. Pick the dumbest people they can from this sort of stuff and just go, here I spoke to this, person that calls himself a feminist, blah, blah. Here's them saying a lot of stupid stuff.
What?
And it's like, if you find the worst people from anything, take some of the best people we've met from TAC doing the worst people. You could make TAC look like just an amazing, great community if you just showed the best of it. If you showed the worst of it, like fucking that weird pedo guy and, Nibs having tantrums, and like Tukey doing, that's the one, thank you. Tukey going mental at people, stuff like that. You could make it look like everyone is just all horrible people here.
That's literally media.
Yeah.
That's literally like the politicians and the media are working together now. So it's all sham. It's all sham.
I mean, Trump is one of the worst people I know. He hates the Jews.
That was some ridiculous shit. Poor Tropic.
That's the thing. They're just
Blames them for being poor.
pigeonholed, and sometimes they have to garner the interest, and people are looking for the stories where there's a sense of urgency, right? That's why they started the channel. There's a purpose behind it. There's an urgency. We got to do this, man. Like the world is ending. The country's gonna fall into civil war. Something, like this is important, and they feel like they're doing something meaningful by watching and doing fuck all, just watching.
I believe there is going to be a civil war probably in like 20, 30 years, I bet.
There could be. I'm just saying some channels, because that is their narrative, it's now they're stuck on that position because their community has built.
Wrong.
Sometimes communities could be built around the urgency, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, and then people are commenting, and then you see that feedback loop of people are saying good and positive things, so you keep saying the same thing, and then you keep saying more of that and more of that and more of that, and it becomes like this echoing kind of chamber, but a bit different because it's like a community and not people. Like it is people, but I mean, like, it's not like you in a room of, like, let's say right-wing guys or a room full of left-wing guys all talking to each other on a podcast. That would be an echoing chamber. But like someone reading their YouTube comments and they have like a right-wing, it is kind of an echoing chamber, but it's like, it's a bit more dissociated because it's just, your viewers a little bit, and they're all just saying it, and spamming your comments with this kind of stuff.
Well, I mean, it's why they're viewers, right? Like, because they're there for it.
They're there for it, right? And it grows and it grows, and you keep saying the thing that works, fit with whatever the algorithm promotes. And a lot of the content on YouTube is pretty polarized. If you watch certain videos, they'll recommend more of those people to you, and anyone with any sort of affiliation to them. And if you watch a different group of people, you'll see more of that. So it's a little scary because it just polarizes and polarizes and polarizes, and it's just like, okay, people need to just pull back from it and just chill sometimes.
I mean, yeah, I don't watch much TV anymore just because of that. I'm starting to just pull back from it.
Well, I haven't watched TV since I don't know, like 2012, because I don't have enough TV. I just use my phone for everything.
Yeah, I don't like too many new shows. If it is, it's like the setting, like the time setting, is not today. It's all, back in history. Because anything made like with today's time setting, it's just
Yeah,
so
back in
generic
history,
driven behind it.
if I was Kage, so what you're saying is back in history when they had blacks in slavery. That's what those are good old times, right, Hutch?
Well, they weren't in slavery. They were hired employees.
What kind of employees?
Free employees.
Okay, Kage.
They worked as interns on the fields.
Kage's using politically correct language, making sure that everything's described in its proper context, apparently. So what you're saying
totally
is,
interns.
yeah. But no, I was
I
just
wonder how many
joking.
times a day Kage says, so what you're saying is...
Maybe he
wonder
just
how
does it
many
around
times a day
us.
he
Who
says it.
knows? Maybe he just does it around us.
Yeah, don't have to
Could
do
be.
it for.
Yeah, he'd get fired if he pulled one of those. So what you're saying is you don't like black people.
Definitely get fired.
Yeah, you would definitely get fired.
The shit Kage says sometimes, like you wouldn't believe. You
Better
think?
ingredients, better N-words, Papa John's.
Oh no.
God, it's not sound good.
That's what got him fired.
It's weird because it's like he was like the owner. It's like how'd he get
Yeah, he was spokesdude, and then he just throws that line out there.
owner slash spokesdude? Because he built the company.
So many owners are racist.
But he said the N word in his context. He said it like as a quote or something. He didn't even.
Yeah, he said it on like a training call or a conference or something. Just threw it out there.
Yeah, just to say
no.
like don't say this or whatever. He wasn't calling anyone it. It was in context. It was like kind of fine. I think. I would have to watch it again, but like.
It's just something that like, why even bother? Like you're just an idiot.
What? Why even bother with what?
Like why would he even like put that out in the universe?
Well, sometimes you have to say the quote. You have to read the quote in like a court of law, theoretically, right? Let's say in that kind of setting. That's one example. Like if you're reading what somebody said, you don't redact what they said. You just say the thing that they said, right?
Right.
So it's kind of like one of those situations. Not quite that, but something like that. And like, I mean, if he's calling someone it, definitely, he's in the wrong. But whatever. If it's a quote, it's a quote. You can't avoid quoting something. It'd be like impossible to speak about a subject. Because like, okay, watch. I could be like, if you can't say the word as a quote, and I said, watch this. Okay, so I use the N word all the time, guys, and you'd be like, what? Pack, you use the N word all the time? I'm like, yeah, I use the N word all the time. In fact, you're an N word, and you'd be like, Pack, I'm not the N word. I'd be like, yes, you're the N word. You're a nuisance. And you'd be like, Pack, the N word is not nuisance. And I'd be like, yes, it is. And you'd be like, no, it isn't. And I'd be like, okay, so what is the N word if it isn't nuisance? And you'd be like, I can't say it.
It's pickle.
And I'd be like, fine, you can't say it. It's nuisance then because you can't say it and I can. So I determined that the word is nuisance. I mean, like, it's stupid. It's silly.
Which, to be fair, those are what those people are to Pack at the end of the day.
But it's stupid. It's silly. But like, if you can't say the thing, then you run into situations where you literally you give the other people power to control the language at that point. They could alter things, and then what do you do? So.
You have no power here, Pickle.
Okay, let's see how we're doing on the. Huh?
Hey, what did Pickle do to deserve this?
Apparently, he's being black.
I don't know. Kage's just racist, so. But we've known that about him for a long time.
I don't think Kage is actually racist. I think he just likes pissing people off.
He does, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, if I'm racist, you're gay. That's what we're going with.
Alright. Shit. That's a little sus. Not kidding.
Oh, for you, maybe.
Yeah. That's funny. I'm sure everyone's a little racist on some level. You go to other countries, you definitely see
So what you're saying
Lots
is
of
you're a
forms
little
of-
gay.
lots of forms of racism. Well, I wouldn't want my sexuality to be determined by your ability to be or not to be a racist, Kage, because I don't have that much faith in you. I have a little faith in you that you aren't, but
Back, you gotta know when to not.
He
You
lost
gotta know when
his
to stop talking.
Guys, as wonderful as this conversation's gonna be, or has been, sorry, I've gotta head off.
yeah, there's a lot of lore with
Alright, you go
Kage.
get pegged by your wife. We'll see you later.
She's at work, mate. Just gotta eat some
Oh.
Vegemite.
Yeah, his wife's coming
guess I'm
home,
not
so he
gonna
has to
buy
put
that.
away the Discord voice chats, otherwise he looks
if
weird.
If you wanna peg me, you're gonna have to come over here, Kage. I know that's what you've been
The only
thinking
one
of
who's a
for
little
a
gay
long
in this channel is Pac, and I don't know how gay he has to be to do that to you.
time. Oh, not sure. Roll the dice.
Well,
Anyway, catch you guys.
Maybe they do it for a tenfold.
Well, that's one way to get this 3 units.
is anyone going like all the way to pity on CGM tomorrow?
I might.
Your mic's cutting in and out. What did he
He
say?
said if anybody was going to pull on CGM tomorrow.
Yeah,
I might.
How many do you have saved up?
paid in the tickets.
How many gems do you have saved up?
30,000, so I'm playing with fucking fire. There's a chance I might get burned on this.
You don't just save up 45 every time?
Us new we're talking about here. Save-
What did you spend it on last?
I fucking gamble. We know I fucking gamble.
What did
I
you
would tell other people to save 45k, but not me.
what unit did you spend it on last? Not how much.
Fallen Angel Corvus, remember?
How much did you drop on him? You pitied. Okay, so you did have 45.
Yeah.
So, well, hey, at least you didn't gamble there. Who'd you do before Fallen Angel? It was just Corvus? Or did you get him off tickets?
What did I do before? I think it was Sorrow. Sorrow or Terry.
Yeah,
like,
Sorrow.
I got Sorrow and Terry, and I don't remember how much I... Cause I was still spending like $100 here or there on the game. I stopped. I haven't been spending it all lately, except for the passport. I've been playing like Tropical, and it's pretty miserable. Surprised he doesn't off himself.
His wife's piggy bank trop. You gotta be specific.
Yeah, which account? Did I go into my game development funds, or did I go into my wife's savings? Which one did I go for, Trop? Oh wait, that's Nibs. Never mind.
What?
Good times. Can't make this shit up.
No, you can't.
Oh,
No, you
Kage's
can't.
never gonna have kids. Oh, but yeah, if Nibs. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, shit. That's gonna be a nightmare. Oh,
I
250.
just think it's crazy.
Finally. Finally at 250.
I just think it's crazy the amount of drama that goes on in this community daily.
Sure.
Like, how can there be so much?
I think it's... I mean, we have two problematic members, so to speak, that could have just, you know... We ousted the antisocial PD. So there's that. Maybe things are looking brighter in the community.
Oh, I'll find more people to have problems with. Don't you worry.
The funny thing with Kage, though, is he'll wind somebody up that he knows will snap. And then when they wind up and snap and they finally do slap, he's like actually genuinely mad at them. It's like, you knew this, you knew this was going to happen. You do this, you know, for the express reason for it to happen. And then you get angry when it does happen. It's like, what did you expect?
Maybe I'm a better actor than you, Pac.
And then Trop says here, so what you're saying is Kage takes advantage of mentally ill people. You know,
Yes!
Trop, you know, Kage, I would be willing to believe is a very good actor. I don't believe that his wife is. And she did get mad at said person. So, you know, there's that. Exists, he took advantage of me, so yes. Exist is calling himself mentally ill. I don't know if you guys just saw that, but okay.
I mean, he is. I mean, have you seen some of the things people sent him in Reddit DMs? Only a mentally ill person would read all that.
I mean, he's right here. Maybe he could explain, defend his case. I don't know what's going on there, but
Oh, it's bad. They just throw all sorts of racial things at him. I mean, I don't think Exist is black, but if he is, I mean, I would be offended for him.
see where we are with CP ranking.
Oh,
We
that
got another
sucks.
notice. 360. It's a good number. Yeah, that tends to be a lot of white people these days. They get offended on behalf of minorities. I find that interesting. But I don't know if you're white. You might be Italian like Kage.
It's hard to say what he is. I mean, he never gets on Discord to talk. He's pretty timid. I mean, he could be Asian.
The only Asian I know we have in the guild is Tengetsu, and he's like Filipino.
Oh, so he eats dog.
I don't know if the dog made it across the sea to get there, but you know, Exist says he's half kimchi, half white. Hey, Exist took on the kimchi. He's half kimchi. He's half white. There you go. Well, you know, I get
He's
along.
a bit of Asian because he's pretty laid back and he's scared to talk on voice.
You know, so that's pretty chill.
So he's a banana.
You know, and the kimchi's in white. Let's see, kimchi in white. Kimchis have churches. White people have churches. Maybe he's part of that kind of crowd. I don't know. Or maybe nothing to do with that. Kage with the racial stereotyping. Yeah.
Oh, because I called him a banana?
They have a large bit of Christianity in Korea, I think. So it's like the biggest Christianity in out of the Southeast Asian countries per capita. I think. I'm pretty sure. Real-time match feature. Okay, that was already there. Android 13. Thank you very much. Okay. So they didn't do shit. They didn't update the game or do anything. They just gave us a notice saying everything runs fine on Android 13. We'd hope. We'd hope everything runs fine on Android 13. Why wouldn't it?
I wish they'd fix the glitch with the iPhone.
What's the glitch with the iPhone?
Oh, like if I'm in a voice call and I can't like select shit.
Sounds like
I mean,
you need
it's
to
like
get...
a voice call, it's like streaming something, it's like...
Sounds like you don't have enough
playing
RAM.
music.
Sounds like you need to get an Android phone.
I can't do that.
Sounds like a you problem.
Yeah. I just have all Apple shit.
That's the problem with this stuff, man. They make an ecosystem and then you're dependent. Apple ecosystem. Everything works within the ecosystem. That's how they get you.
I'm not changing it.
I know,
Sorry.
and a lot of people won't. It fucking works, and it's brutal. It pisses me off, but it fucking works.
It works and it's nice, you know?
No,
It's
it
all
works
together.
to get people to be stuck on that system. I'm sure
Instead
it
of
works.
being able to fix the problem by switching, you're stuck with the problem.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Maybe I'll get another phone just for the game.
No, you won't.
I'm probably... No, I might. Like, I might need a phone just for work. Depending on how
See?
shit
That-
goes.
It's like
that's
an
how-
emergency phone when black people attack you.
That's how you got to do it, though. You get the second
No.
phone, though. That's what I do with Amazon and
Yeah.
DoorDash. I mean, you're doing what? Deliveries as well, just paper. So, you may as well. A work phone would be, like, in order,
He's a
in my
paper
opinion.
boy.
Yeah.
I'm a what?
You're a paper
You're a
boy,
paper boy.
apparently. I don't know.
No. Paperboy, no.
Explain the difference between you and a paper boy. He brings papers to people's houses. You bring papers to people's houses.
I do a lot more than just bring papers to people's houses.
I mean, yeah, you also get assaulted, but outside of that, what else do you do?
How's that coming along, by the way, that case? Any
The
progress?
magistrate almost didn't even give me the warrant for it. That was a bunch of bullshit. But she literally said, I quote, like, oh, this guy doesn't have like a real big history in the past 15 years. Looks like there's some mental health issues. She said, and I quote, well, just because you've done work for the courts, like, you know, I'm going to give you the summons for the court date. And I was like, what? Like, you're not going to actually, like, do your job? Like, you broke the law. You know? No, the magistrate didn't even want to give me the summons for it, but she did, and I'm just waiting for the detective to call me and so we can set up a date at this point.
You're gonna have a date with a detective?
Your wife okay with that?
No. I swear, guys. Y'all suck.
No, it's okay. We love you, man.
I mean, I guess it's okay if it's a female detective, right?
What?
Oh, so you'd rather it be a guy. Okay.
See, you can't win.
You make no sense, Kage.
You got very, very angsty when I said a potential female, and you're like, yeah, no.
Yeah, she is a female. Who the fuck cares?
The detective's a female.
Yes.
Oh, this is never getting solved then.
Kage's the only detective work here. He's in the span of like 30 seconds, he's figured out she's a female, and that you're, you know.
She's on the case.
I'm kidding. But yeah, no. I think that's fine.
I can pull answers out of people when I want to. I care.
Oh, so what you're saying is that you care?
Yeah, I do care that a black person hurt you. You just can't win, Hutch.
Oh, Kage. I should just know when to not talk.
Nah, you just don't know that at all.
I mostly do, for the most part.
Alright, anyway, I'm gonna pop off here, get something late night to eat. Let me know if your female detective lady helps you out in any way. Wink, wink.
See you later,
Okay.
Kage.
Sure thing. That guy, I swear.
How's guild stuff coming along and other things? Game and...
I think everything's going fine with the guild. It worked out. We got our CP back, so I think we're going to be 29.
What are you gonna be for next month?
Probably the same.
Who's replacing
I would imagine.
Game Vision? Is the person replacing him gonna have the exact same amount of stam expenditure that Game Vision
I
puts
don't
out?
know. Didn't Kage say who it was? Pin some. I don't know how to say her name or his name. I don't know.
Pin. How far ahead is the sub guild on the contribution leaderboard?
I don't know. I don't look at these things.
Just sit back and relax and enjoy the rewards.
So I'm trying to do.
It's not a bad deal.
Just
We could check though. What are they called? Let's see. Are they? If
Uh,
they're within the top 200, I could find them. If not, then there's no chance.
I think they're PV penis something too, right? Aren't they like almost the same?
We need to
Unless they
encourage
change the
more
name.
content like his. Whose
I forget if
content?
they changed the
Kage's?
name.
Huh?
Hmm?
Whose content?
Say again?
5IM. You know, we don't know this guy over here, Mitch. But you know Mitch. You don't know Mitch? No. Where's Mitch's
I
guild?
don't know, Mitch.
Let's see. Star. That's not the right one, is it? No, that's Seal. Star. Shark Eyes content. What's Shark Eyes content? Why? Were we talking about Shark Eye content when he said you need to support more content like this? I don't remember saying Shark Eye. Oh, it's number 12. Okay.
I swear, I hate that feeling of you're about to sneeze and then you don't.
Yeah.
I hate that feeling. I wish I'd rather just sneeze.
Oh, jeez. He has more CP than me now.
Who does?
Mitch.
What rank are you?
I don't know. I just went up recently because I just did, I just got a little bit more, what was it, the Family Master rank? So that usually kicks you up a lot, doesn't it? Because it gives you like 1% extra to everyone in that family. That usually...
Yeah, especially if it's the, like, beast or nature. Ant or demon, too.
Who doesn't? This month's been way more competitive. It has! That's strange. Why are people spending more stam? Like, this month there's been nothing to farm. There's been no campaigns, nothing to farm, just Hussar. Hussar is the only useful thing to farm, along with the staff, in my opinion, or the sword if you care about Luminary. But, that's it. Like, literally nothing else. Hey, you got Luminary. And Mal Luminary. Mal Luminary's better. Give her an awakening, though. Just do that. You spend more stam because you're ill. You should see a doctor. You shouldn't be ill. That doesn't sound good. Just a lot of free herbs. Save your free herbs.
Yeah.
Save your free herbs.
I got Awaken 1 now. I used some tack points and I got the Awaken 1 offer.
I think she's useful.
So
I
I'm happy
like
about
her.
that.
I like her. Have you
I
tried?
think they're both useful.
I mean, you're not in GVG against like Starfall and you know, ZTH, where you have to win against a bunch of diamond slimes, but she's really useful there.
I bet. I mean, the major spell damage.
I mean,
right,
Mitch's
that's
box
AoE,
is way
that'll hit
better than
multiple
mine,
people.
I'll be honest.
The crack that will pull people in. The put to sleep spell, and then the increase damage. I mean,
There's 5I9M in the chat here. His name is Mitch, so this is the account. His box is better than mine. I thought he was free to play, but it looks like he might spend time to time. That's fine. Yeah, Mitch is he's been a viewer. He's using Trop's icon. Trop used to use this one a lot. Kind of
I've been
fitting.
using the Zoma one ever since I got it. I just love Zoma.
Yeah, I used to have that one on for a long time too.
Yeah, but when I get to 10 golds, that one's not coming off for a while. I'm already at -8 this week.
Yeah, every time I hop on Shark Eyes, which isn't often, and it's hard to break the arena kind of streaming thing. Like, I don't get a lot of views streaming arena. Like, if I was doing guides and other things, I would get better views. Because people want to see guides. They don't want to see arena as much, except for the tryhards. And,
Yeah.
you know, they're better off watching Trop than me. I mean, I'm just a little bit more entertaining than Trop, because he's not willing to stream as Night Trop and lose points, but I am. So, I'm just a little bit more entertaining. Shark Eye sounds like a very good guy. He is.
You're definitely more entertaining.
Shark Eye also doesn't provide commentary on his, not from what I last saw. Let me see his latest thing. I think he dropped his video of him versing, you guys, back when you were still YA Army. So, I could check. He posted it somewhere. Let's see where my things are. That's not what I wanted to see. My ranking. My ranking has still 130. It looks like it's gone from 83,000 to 84. He has to mute you guys fighting. Yeah, the daily streaming's not easy. I mean, it's kind of easy, but not easy.
It really just depends, like what shit you have to go, do in your life.
And I wish we could get Element back's, like, the ability to spend on his account, because he can't spend for gems. Man. Otherwise, we need to buy Element an account, I think. I don't think we... I don't think he'll go very far in the game if he doesn't buy an account, because they're going to do those 50 S polls. 50 unit banners every so often. And if he can't pull on those, he's going to fall a little bit behind, I feel like.
Who are we talking about?
Element. So this is Trop's friend.
Ah, I gotcha. Okay.
All right, let's head to the server, this server, and we're going to watch the videos direct. We could pull on open Tootfu, but we'll check the Shark Eyes first. Yeah, there's no commentary, but his video's still good. We'll drop him a like. Good stuff. Hey, there it is. My face is, of course, covering everything. Gotta say, I love the vertical video streams. Big fan. Big fan. I love it. Never been better. Alright, this is great. He's really good with these bait teams. The Veronica's really good. He actually lost a unit. Oh, he did. Is there anything he could have done to save that unit? Let's see. Let's see, shall we? Let's see. Alright, let's turn off the AC. This is getting chilly now. It's getting late. I probably should drive home. But let's
You
finish.
still in your car?
Yeah, I haven't moved. It wouldn't be safe to drive while,
Very true.
See, this is the part where it's like, if there's this dead air in the video, like, if you're not speaking, then people are just like, what's going on? Why is he taking so much time? Whereas, you could provide the commentary with your thought process here. Helps. But if it's a quick guide video, you don't need commentary sometimes. But for something like this...
Like, if you want to be a streamer now, you have to have a face camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I need to get one at some point, or at least figure out how to do it from my laptop without using
So
my
he
phone.
just sacrifices his Dolmagus for no reason. But okay, that's interesting. Oh, was he frustrated there? Or was he trying... I guess he was trying to move them down that way on purpose. But I can't imagine what else he was doing there. That's funny, though. He's killing everybody on this team with Veronica. That's what he's going to be doing.
I like to do that. Veronica's cool. I love her.
Like, he had all that prep time only for the unit to die anyway. That's kind of what sucks. Now there's plenty of time to just finish that off. That's the thing, though. He can't kill everybody because Yeah. So he has to spend one, turn hitting every. There's that default. If Veronica dies on his team, he loses all of his firepower, and technically Dole provides some firepower too, but not as much as her. That's for sure. But I mean, losing Dole already was such a huge hit for his team. Losing any more would have just been ridiculous. Oh, did he expect that? Is he accounting for that? Didn't you kill KSS? Are you Sizz resistant? What are you doing? Okay. Brilliant. Okay, you probably want to kill KSS then. Yeah, that's a lot of turns to take. Like, I think Starfall is going to be harder for someone like Sharkai because they always run buff on all of their units. Somehow they have enough to go around for all their most powerful GVG units, whereas we spent them on PvE and other things. Yeah, they kept them. Yeah. We didn't, we had to use them in other places, especially if you're free to play, like for PvE and stuff, and they just saved them and use them for GVG. So Sharkai, I think, would struggle more with someone like Starfall than ZTH because of that. ZTH doesn't care about. I don't think ZTH cares about the scrolls. They don't.
Starfall has all Rapthorn, and most heroes are weak to Zam. Most of them are. Some are resist to it. I think Jessica's resist to it, but her HP's not that high, so it doesn't really matter.
Seems like it. Anyways, I think I'll drive home now before I start getting too tired. We'll stream again tomorrow. Again, we're just gonna go through, talk about things after the stream. So hopefully I'll get that in on an earlier time when everyone in Spain is awake. Anyways, guys, this has been the pack, and if you want to join the pack with the pack, go ahead and subscribe down below. If you like this video, then like this video. If you have something to say, write it down in the comments down below. If you want to support the Arena Chronicles, go ahead and share. If you want to see more Arena Chronicles, hit the bell icon for notifications, guys. This ain't Twitch. Join Kage's Gaming Discord server for all the best underground DQT conversations, and join my server for all the best DQT guides. Anyways, guys, this has been the pack, signing out. Peace. Hut!